Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Just still kind of waking up, but another episode of Captain of Industries coming at you. Today's the day, right? Today's the day. The finale. Oop, you okay? Finale is the key word if you want to startle a cat, apparently. Okay. Alright. Now my microphone's all messed up. Okay. Back to it. We're good. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Yeah, today's the finale. I'm just gonna get the game going, get it on speed 3. First of all, let's do a recap. Yesterday's episode or session or whatever we want to call it, I keep calling them episodes because I do the YouTube thing as well, was called Preparing for Asteroids. And we designed this little fun thing. This little fun thing was a excess battery power generator thing. Currently, it is set up to use excess power, and we're making steam. And that steam is getting turned into, battery, hot salt, really. Hot salt. And then we're expelling that steam and then using it for electrical power when we need it. So we have a potential of 90 megawatts with what's currently enabled. A bunch of it's still paused. We don't have that much excess power, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Yeah, so that takes care of that. We are doing the final research now, asteroid boosters. Now, today we're going to wrap this up regardless, right? The idea of... what else did we do yesterday? Oh, a bunch of stuff got cleared. More solars got moved. This has been chopped or chopping down kind of a thing. I think that's really like the only thing I've been really working on, per se. Some bits and bops. We have some of the new station parts, the new satellite stuffs. And a few other things we got going on. Yeah. What is our station looking like now? So it's been providing research points. Oh, it actually devolved on us. Oh! Asteroids. No asteroids available, send probes to search for one. Okay. Great. So maybe I don't need to level it up. Well, I do need space science. We do need space science to do the thing. Yep. Okay. No lab is available. We have no science points. Okay, yep. So we still need science points. Yeah, so that was kind of yesterday. For today, we're gonna... let's talk about it. This is the season finale. The idea is we're going to scan for an asteroid. It doesn't matter what it is. We might re-roll the dice a couple times, just so we can get a cheap guy. And then we're going to throw it into our base and see what happens. That's the plan for today. I'm very excited. We've been playing this since... Update 3 came out. Now I'm going to go find... I keep all the videos that I record. What a nerd, right? It was May 15th. No, May 14th. And it is now July 3rd. So I would call that about 6 weeks. 6 weeks of gaming? I mean, if that's not a ringing endorsement for your entertainment dollar, I'm not sure what is. But this game scratches all my itches. I really enjoy it. There's a lot to it. I really enjoy it. That's all there is to it. So, what are we missing? What's missing? More of the things we need. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to say, level it up. Yeah, you still have a bunch of the station parts. Okay, what part of this process is lacking? Is it still aluminum? It's still aluminum. So we're going to ramp up all of our production, and we're going to make sure that this is lock tight. If that means I'm duplicating the same thing again, guess what? I'm duplicating the same thing again. We're actually working through that titanium alloy. I'm actually going to prioritize that. So the aluminum goes to the alloy that way. But yeah, the focus, like I said, the focus for today is just ramp up as much as we possibly can. And get the research we need. When we get the research we need, we're going to get everything else. It is going to be great. This is wholesale inefficient for me to just copy-paste these things over and over and over again. What if we design a new... Do I have an aluminum blueprint? I don't know if I kept an aluminum blueprint. ALU, I do. Yeah, okay. I did keep this. Let's do a little design work. Let's see if we can make this not terrible, right? Okay, bauxite comes in. 72 was the number that we stuck to. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how we're going to start. So we can start doing something like this. Start benchmarking this out. 72 times 4 is going to be more than 200. So we're going to need that guy right there. I guess I don't technically... Oh, I will need level 2s regardless. So this can look... That can look like that. This can look like this. I'm of the very much mind that I'd like to build it once and call it done. So we're ramping up a little bit here to make this flow a little bit better. So what comes after bauxite powder? Bauxite powder is chemical plants with brine. Okay, good. So, oh, I need... Hold on, I needed that. Oh, I wasn't holding control. No, there we go. Thank you kindly. Oh, thank you kindly. No. Okay. No, I don't know why. No. These are all one-to-ones. This is incredibly simple. I love it when it's just plug this into that, alright? We still need level 2 belts. If you guys could not do that, that would be wonderful. This. Low supply of sand. I find that farcical at best. No, farcical at worst. Farcical sounds like a new kind of popsicle I want to design. Try out the new farcical. It's the new delicious popsicle built on lies. It's farcical. It's just farcical. Okay, I also need 24, 48, 96... No. 78... Hold on. 48 times 2 is 96. Okay. I need 96 brine. Oh. No, I'm not using salt to make brine. That's straight up farcical. I'll need 3 of these things. So it seems. I want to save more room to go that way, but let's just grab this. And then grab that guy. Move that guy, like, over there. It's not going to interfere with a ding-dang thing. Not a ding-dang thing. Alright, so this may be something like this. 1, 2... How much do I need? 48 times 3 is 114. Oh, I only need 2 of these. Hey, hot dang. Okay, glad I did the math on that. Coffee, give me strength! That's not what coffee does, but, eh. In a world, in JohnMegacycle's messed up head of a role-playing game, comes coffee with the ability to give you strength. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine also. Yeah. Cool. It's just this and this? Yeah, so this can be trimmed down. Thank you, Nedved. Pleasure to have you as always. I hope you stay cool today. It's gonna be really nasty outside. It's gonna be real nasty everywhere, really. I mean, you can't really escape the heat. You can escape the cold. You can't really escape the heat. But try to stay hydrated, okay? For real, for real, for real. Loose storage is low on salt. Oh! Okay. That means... yeah, this one. That means my little pet salt station is actually getting utilized. So, thank you for that warning. This can all turn back on. Yep, just get that going on. Okay. Back to this. So this works out well, so what I will need is seawater. I got that song stuck in my head. I know, that's really helpful, isn't it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Things can only get better. Yeah, because it uses... Alright. This is going to happen regardless. I'm going to need to eat some of that line. So, okay, this is still pretty compact. If we want to make it more compact, we can move more to the left. But that gets us to the first stage, right? Brine and that. This makes brine straight. Perfect. Okay, so we have alumina, hydrated alumina, and red mud. Red mud, I've been doing something with this. Okay, so I still need more seawater, which is fun. 36, 18. Okay, so I need 4 of these things? Barf. Right, I remember now. I remember now. It's the beginning of the Queensryche Mindcrime album. Almost like it almost is structured like some sort of a rock opera, now that I really think about it. We'll give 1 space on the left. So I need how much seawater? Not much more, but I still need more. 96 is going to be slightly around that 300 mark. So this needs to be 3 and 3. And the rest can be just 2. And this comes in like that. Perfect. And then... Oh, I see. Alright. Be that way? Be that way. There's that. There's that. There's that. And then this is going to complain it's too close. So there that is. Okay. So that is seawater. We need limestone, for sure. For real, for sure, for real. Was there anywhere else we needed limestone in this process? This is kind of why I got this whole thing set up. No. We don't need it anywhere else. So, let's see here. New storage. That almost works pretty perfectly, actually. So we're going to do limestone. I got that song super stuck in my head. What's been happening more and more frequently now also is I keep kicking in Paul Simon or Simon and Garfunkel in my head. Or Sting, like all the stuff like my parents used to listen to. Okay, what are we doing? How are we doing on this rocket launch thing? We're getting there. It's getting semi-built. That's cool. We'll finish the research, and then we're literally going to shut down all the space science stuff. There's no need for it. I need very, very little limestone to make this complete. I think this is very necessary if I want to get this complete today. 18, 36. 36 times 2 is more than 60. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work here. Very little extra work, but we're going to have to do a little bit of work here. And this can come in like that. And then it goes up by 1. And then it doth bifurcate. There we go. Bifurcate sounds to me a lot like a superhero that can multiply themselves, you know? What's a good example? What was the one from Invincible? Was it multiplicate or something? I can't think of the character. I haven't seen the new Invincible yet. But bifurcate is a superhero that can duplicate themselves. Just split. Nothing super fan. You can't make billions copies, but it's like, man, I really want a sandwich, but I don't want to get off my ass. Bifurcate. Hey, buddy. Yep, I know I just whisked you into this world all whimsical and crap, but you go make me a sandwich. I'm freaking starving. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's how that works. Okay. We got the seawater, we got the limestone, we got the mud. Now we just have some slag we got to get rid of, which I didn't leave myself enough room for, which is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So we're going to scoot this guy over a little bit. And we're going to just double feed it back all the way. Cha-cha, real slow. Crisscross. What if we arrange this just slightly? I like to have water on the outside. Because that's the first thing that's going to go away. Right? I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. So, alright. What is the final? Final's right there. So this gets boinked. That goes like that now. Oh, this could actually be a pipe 2 or whatever. Doesn't have to be a 3. Bazinga. Okay, there's that. So we have that. This guy still needs to connect up by 1. Thanks. And then slag will come back, and that'll be that. How much? 48. Easy. Easy sauce. That's what I like. Easy cake, easy sauce. Look at that. It's all lined up in everything. It's like it's peanut butter gelatin. Alright, sorry. It is what we call self-psych damage. Oh, man. Okay, there's that. Please connect. Please ignore all the other ports. There's that. Nope, I wasn't done. I know I right-clicked, but I was not done. Okay, there's that. So there's slag going out. That's this coming in. Okay, so we're still... This quadruples our current stuffs. So that's pretty awesome. We're working on it. This needs to get shifted over by literally 1 square. I'll just redo it. That's fine. Because you can do like that. Like this kind of a thing. There. Very neat. Actually, because of the extra spacing, let's make it famous, yeah? Let's make it famous. I had a friend who worked in fast food. I also worked in fast food for 3 years. It's not great. But you do what you gotta do. And I had a friend who worked for a manager, and their motto, their phrase was like, make it famous. Make it famous. And that's what they would always say. And they told me the story. And that was like our inside friend joke. You gonna do it? Huh? You just gonna get it done? Nah, man, you make it famous. And that was our thing. It's really funny. I thought it was really funny. Actually, this is not scaled correctly at all. This has to get doubled. Yeah, we're producing 36. These are only eating 18. I did this math way wrong. So this actually looks really dumb. This doesn't work? Man, thank goodness I rechecked the math. The Make It Famous moniker was very much akin to Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown from Metalocalypse. I do cocaine! And that's like the whole claim to fame. It doesn't matter what they are, anything else as a person. The 2 things you're going to walk away is their name is Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown. And they do cocaine. Metalocalypse is definitely not an easy show to watch. Would not recommend. I just wouldn't recommend for like just anybody just, oh, John mentioned this thing. No. That's the warning. That's all I got. That's all I got for warnings this morning. Morning warning. Morning glory. Morning warning. Also, good morning all. I'm gonna fix that up real fast. Make sure you stay hydrated today. Metalocalypse. Very, very brutal. I'll find it. I'll DM it to you. Did I spell it right? Holy crap, I spelt it right. Okay, cool. I liked a lot of the so they released a bunch of singles or whatever. Like they released like albums of the music they used in the show. And some of that stuff it checks all my boxes. It's very heavy drums, heavy guitar. And when I say heavy, I mean yeah. The show is a little bit gory for my taste. It's not I don't don't dive into like ultra gore shows, so it's very visually nasty, but some of the music is great. Mermaider, Better Metal Snake, Briefcase Full of Guts. Yeah. But anyway, that's enough of that. Man. Having a hard time getting mentally online again. Okay, let's get this finished out. I would like to have a decent aluminum build by the end of this session. Alternative and new wave boy myself. I've been getting really into synthwave over the last like 5 or 6 years. There's a musician called Laserhawk, and it is as 80s as it sounds. It is very 80s and very cool. I think the album's called Redline or whatever. Rocky synthwave kind of a thing. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so you're familiar. Yeah. It's just stupidly good. How much of this crap do I need? It would effectively be 64. So the main brunt of the pipe needs to be... Hold on, let me double check this. What is this? Oh, this is the red water. Okay. And the red water's 36? Okay. 36, 67... Okay, that's under 200. The math here in this game, I think, is a lot easier, because I literally have to count to 200. Is this above or under, like, 60, first of all? And then it's like, is it above or under 200? Well, now I know exactly how I have to spec this out, right? I find the math in this game generally easier. Why did I go up an extra level? I don't think I get that. Alright, it's fine. So that's the red water. Red mud, whatever. And the bottom is the seawater, which is not that big of a deal. So can I tickle that for a second? Thank you. Okay, so it could be just level 1s all the way. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. So it's... This comes up top. This comes up top. This comes up top. Hydrogen station is just out of fuel. Well, I reckon that's a ding-dang of a ding-danger. It's a real zinger of a humdinger, I think is what I usually say. I woke up this morning, my voice was straight on NPR. It was that good day there, another beautiful day here in the Midwest. For the next 2 hours, we're going to go over news and things that update in your area. And then after that, we're going to do 18 hours of smooth jazz. We're out of station parts. We're making science, yay! But we're out of maintenance. If we run out of maintenance, I'm just going to cry. Go, go, go! This is so... Put some cheetah blood on those wheels. Come on, come on! Rub absinthe on the gears. What always does it for me, honestly, is Bob Ross. So I was going through a real bad bout of insomnia, and I tried all the medical stuff I could. Weed, alcohol, which is not great sleep anyway, melatonin, magnesium, I was burning sage, like I was trying everything. I tried sleep Vicks Vapor Rub kind of a thing. I was trying everything. Nothing would work. And I came across...
5, 3,
hold on.
1,
Come on. Come on. Oh, it shows stuff that's on the way. That's freaking dope. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, all right. Nothing else matters. Cool. I was just going through like a YouTube feed or whatever, and I came across Bob Ross. And I was familiar with Bob Ross before. This isn't like a new discovery. But I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to learn how to paint. And so I was like, maybe I'll pick up some technique stuff. This is way better than doom scrolling or whatever. So then I put on Mr. Ross, and he's like, hello there. And I'm like, boof. I was out. He is Quaaludes. Gone. Done. Like, you know how a cartoon character, like their eyes, their eyelids come down and the eyelids come up and it says out of on one eye and order on the other eye. Yeah, that's what happened. I could not tell you what he was painting, and I could not tell you when I fell asleep, but my brain just decommissioned itself literally moments in. After maybe the second or third, I'm gonna beat the devil out of it. Kind of a thing. Just like, yup, you're a good man, Bob Ross. Whatever afterlife you believed in, I hope you're there. Hope you're living it up in whatever you saw fit for you to exist in. Just, yeah, it was crazy pants. Yeah, that's what did it for me for about, like, I'd say 6 months? 4 or 5 months, somewhere around there, easily? Yeah. I was beating the devil out of it with Bob Ross. It was so dope. Well. Okay. Do we have space points? We don't. We have the stuff, but people have to be up there to do the thing. Yeah, anytime someone's like, I'm having sleeping problems, I'm like, my friend, have I got something for you? I'd like you to meet Bob Ross. He will beat the devil out of your dreams and you will sleep like a baby. I mean, you'll be up every 2 hours kicking and screaming because you whizzed yourself. That's what I mean by when you sleep like a baby. Does anyone have a different working definition? I don't think so. Okay. A little bit of a gap here. That's fine. I'm not going to cram a bunch of stuff in here. I'm going to go for unique artistic talent when it comes to, or unique aesthetic taste when it comes to a gap like that. Happy little trees. Oh, man. Nothing makes me... I love the happy little accidents. It's the same kind of a vibe when playing a game like this, right? You're admitting you're kind of dissatisfied with what happened, but you're like, okay, well, we're rolling with it, right? It's that level of, I wouldn't say confidence, but like self-assuredness that nothing is broken, everything is fine, no one's gonna die, it's all right. Happy little accident. Look at that. Huh, I didn't want there to be bushes there, but guess what? There'd be bushes there now. This is a loose, isn't it? Yeah. And like I said, like I was saying yesterday, it's the same. It's really the same thing. That's what I want. I want like a positive nihilistic guy now. You know what? Nothing's screwed. It's all fine. Yeah, nothing's effed. That's the thing I want. Hailstorm, good day to you. I hope you're doing well today. Staying hydrated, I hope. I hope you are. I hope everyone is staying hydrated. It's nasty outside. Okay, here's what I want. I want a Bob Ross personality with Kurt Cobain vibes, maybe, or something. Well, I put that there. Huh. It's cool, man. Nothing's fucked. Or something. Who would another... What kind of a vibe be? I'm trying to think. It's not called firewater. What is it called? Fuel gas. That's what it's called. Oh, there's a picture of a flame on it. Fight me. Oh, I know who I want. Bob Ross vibe with, like, Cheech vibes. Cheech personality. From Cheech and Chong, yeah. Oh, crap. I didn't want those to be yellow. Well, it's alright. Dave will be back in a bit. Dave will know what to do. Dave will be back in a bit. Just what I don't know. That might be fun. I don't know what happened here. It's only going to feel like 23 foolish degrees. I like that. There was a skit. There's a very famous Cheech and Chong skit, if you're not familiar, called Dave's Not Here. What it is I think it's Cheech is coming home and Chong is at the door. No, yeah, Dave is not here. Dave's not here, man. So Cheech has weed. He's coming home. Oh, you suck. You knew what I was talking about. All right. I thought you went into tutorial mode. Not necessary. Orbital's pulling a funny on me. That's okay. Yes, Dave's not here, man. Exact same dilly. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. We're not gonna make enough CO2 to make to make graphite. Welcome. How's this game? I can't decide on this or Satisfactory to get into automation games for the first time. I do have recommendations. Let's talk about them. The games break down, in my opinion, into two main camps. They are all automation games. Each automation game does it a little differently. The two main camps, in my opinion, are perspective. So, Mindustry, Factorio, Dyson Sphere Program, and Captain of Industry all have this bird's eye view. So you can be anywhere you want, lickety split. I want to be over here. I want to be over here. This is a big plus for me. Satisfactory and Foundry now are all first-person games like this. For me, for my building brain, for the way my brain operates, first-person is terrible. Because if I want to look at something objectively, I want to zoom out. I want to see the whole bird's eye view. I like to work top down. I can't do that in Satisfactory, and I can't do that in Foundry. Not the way I want to. So my recommendation, if I had to choose any automation game first, or what you said, this or Satisfactory, I would recommend this on easy difficulty, on the easiest difficulty, because this has a strong learning curve. Now, if it's your first automation game at all, I would honestly recommend something a little easier. I would recommend something like Factory Town, which is a fun game, cartoony, tons of hours in there. I like that a lot. It has death spirals. But it's not as punishing as Captain of Industry. Your first automation of all time. Okay. Gosh, Captain of Industry is not terrible. But again, my recommendation would be Captain of Industry, but played on the easiest difficulty. Everyone's a noob. Don't worry about that. Oh, Shapes? Oh, I forgot about Shapes. Shapes is a ton of fun. Oh, I'm no master. I'm just someone who's willing to learn. That's all. Take a look at Shapes 2. I'll get some links for you. Hold on. Us throwing names at you isn't going to help. So, yes, that's a good call. Shapes 2. You know what? Even the original Shapes is $1 right now. So here, there's Shapes 2. If money is a real issue, I would get Shapes the first one. Shapes 2 does it really good, but like if it's like, man, I've only got like $5, Shapes is also a very good introduction to automation games. The one that I really like, whenever I talk to somebody and they're like, hey, I got a kid that wants to get into this, what's a good beginner's factory automation game that isn't going to kill, it's not going to be like, they're not going to get mad that the biters ate their base or anything. One of my favorites is called Factory Town. And it's under a tenner. Should be under a 10. Yeah, right now it's on sale for $8. It's also solid. Dyson Sphere. So all these automation games, good automation games, take you by the hand and walk you through so you should never feel abandoned, right? So maybe something like Factory Town works because, like I said, if the game is slow, it's not because you're under attack, you're under ammunition, you're getting killed or something. It's because, you're not growing enough wheat. How do you fix that? Grow more wheat, right? So that's an option. There's other really great options. Dyson Sphere Program, I think, is a little high up there. But it's not terrible. You can play it on peaceful. But for first game, there's also another one that I really like. Yes. Satisfactory is more forgiving, I will give you that. There's another one that I really love called Autonauts. And this one's more of like a programming game. In this game, what you do is you have little robots and you teach them very basic commands. Watch me do this thing. That's how you program them. They watch you do a thing. You're like, I want you to go to this box and get an axe. As long as you have an axe in your hand, I want you to find a tree in this area, use the axe on it, cut it down. and then the robot will just go through the subroutine that you built. Well, I still have an axe in my hand, so I'm going to cut a tree. I cut a tree. Well, I have an axe in my hand, I'm going to go cut a tree. So it does this, and it's also a really great intro to logic. When I say programming, maybe programming is a little much, but like logic for sure. So Autonauts is a great game. It's $20 right now. I would wait for that to be on sale, but I've done like 2 seasons of that. It's also a dumpster amount of fun. Yeah, City Skylines 2 are also up there for different reasons. Honestly, I did not get into either for different reasons, but they are also good games like that. Yeah, there's a ton of options. Oh, there's so many options. I love talking about games. This is why like streaming is just so much more fun than like recording stuff, even though recording stuff is whatevs. I'm actually just going to keep the game going so I can stockpile more stuff. Captain of Industry is not really a city builder. This is very much an automation game. City Skylines is more of a city builder. SimCity is a city builder, right? That kind of a thing. Oh, we got Build More Solars. Normally play survival games. Well, I guess for very first recommendation to tip your toes in the genre, my recommendation always is watch some other YouTubers, watch some other streamers, watch some other stuff. See if there's anything that you like about it. And the thing of it is also is pay attention to what excites them about the game. That's always my recommendation. Like, don't take my word for it. I seriously, go watch somebody else also. Like, this is how we do science, right? Do extra checks, follow through. I'm not the bread and butter of the genre or whatever, but yeah, and then just glom onto a game, watch it a little bit, and then yeah, see what excites them. If someone's playing it, they're bored out of their brains, and they know how to play the game, you're not going to enjoy that either. I have not gotten into Transport Fever 2 either. There's so many great games out there with trains. So I guess, yeah, if it were me, dip into something like Shapes to understand if automation is your jam. If you do like it, there's more stuff. Mindustry is like a tower defense automation kind of a game. Again, a little more on the heavier side in terms of like initial difficulty for a new player. Would not really recommend. But you can get that one for free on itch, or if you want to support the developer, you can easily get on Steam for a $5, I think. I need... Oh my god, I need 4 of the... Okay, we're definitely doing some scrubbing here, for sure. Oh, and you need graphite? Oh, nards. It's fine. I knew this was going to be a freaking event. I don't want to build in the thing. You're very, very welcome. Never hesitate to ask a question. Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress... I love Team Fortress. No, I know. Transport Fever 2. I have not. Well, that's kind of the thing, right? So we've been playing Captain of Industry. Today's going to be the season finale. And we've been playing this for... I did the math. 6.5 weeks? Oh, I don't know if the hailstorm was aiming that at me or at you. But if you're going to take the damage, I appreciate it very much. I didn't block because I have award-winning levels of dexterity. I blocked the damage because somebody else bit the bullet for me. Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay, this all gets the big pause. We're doing our research. Hot diggity dang. All right. I want to finish this up. So, actually, this is going to kick out CO2. I would like a CO Scrubomatron. No, why can I never find it? I want to see if I can find it on my own, but I don't think I can ever find it. Well, we'll be moving on to Factorio. I've got a Warptorio run I started last week. So we'll be resuming that. I would like to do a run of beavers with logs and dams and stuff. Timberborn. God. Then we'll come back to COI. Man, I've been playing this for 6 weeks. Not complaining. Just like, I gotta play something else. I have to play something else. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Didn't know where to start. Timberborn might also be, for very first timers, maybe a little on the heavy, but still. The point is to have fun. If I could give any real advice, the point is have fun and forgive yourself. Right? Don't get beat up that you didn't get to a point where you wanted to be, right? Life is all about learning. So with all that in mind, do not beat yourself up if you're like, man, I didn't get as far as I wanted. Yeah. That's how we learn. That's how we become better as people, right? That's how that works. Oh, this has to be a level 2 for sure. Somebody got to say it all. Somebody, yeah, got to say it all. I'm all up into cake this morning, apparently. Cake's not bad. It's not my mainstay, but it's not bad as a melody once in a while. Okay, so there is alumina. CO2 is going to get scrub-a-dub-dubbed. We're also going to get CO2 here and the liquid Jim Jam. How much liquid Jim Jam? Metal casters. Oh, that's easy. Ah, we found the TIE fighter in the room. I had a friend who had a phrase. They were like, different strokes for different folks, and if they had a stroke, that means I don't have to fight them, so that'd be actually pretty cool. Just... Wow, who crapped in your biscuits this morning? Like, just like... Yeah, I don't care. Screw it. Kind of a vibe. It's just like, oh boy. Did you not get enough hugs when you were growing up, or whatever? Because, like, different strokes for different folks sounds very diplomatic at the gate, right? You know what they say? Different strokes for different folks. Like, yeah, that's right. People can do different things or whatever. It's like, yeah, and if that would happen, that'd be freaking amazing. Wait, what? Mother trucker, define yourself. Well, it means I don't have to fight him anymore. It's one off the enemies list. It's like, holy shit. You know what? All kinds of stuff just started making sense about you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to it. I'm sure their reaction wholesale would be, what? Somebody else also takes joy on fighting their enemies and not having to fight their enemies? Amazing. This is over 60, so this has to be a flat. This section. Okay. So this is already a problem. I don't know why I thought this was going to be easy. I still need 4 of these, and this can't be flat. This cannot be flat. So... I need 2 more of these bad boys. You move over, you move over. This looks like... Holy crap, this is going to be a dumpster amount of stuff things have. Oops, that's not what I meant. You can go away, thanks. What are we doing on that science, lads? 16%, yay! It's happening! Oh my god, it's happening. I don't know if there's enough lab equipment. Did I say you need to tell me when you're... Okay, cool. Okay. That's going... How's our other projects, just so I can keep in line with everything else? That all looks great. Hey, can I get a bump? It's that guy. Can I get a bump? Can I get a bump? Can I get a bump? There we go. Just a little bump. Just a little guy. Oh, I have coffee left. Fan-frickin-tastic. The fact that my coffee makes it past 8 a.m. my time means I'm either having a good enough conversation that I just kept chatting and forgot about it, or I'm awake enough and I don't necessarily need it. Either way, really frickin' cool. What's up with this? Yeah, that's what I thought. I copied it. I was like, yay, storage, and then I didn't change its type. No available place to dump products. Listen here, brother. You just gotta wait like 5 seconds and it'll happen. Where did you... Oh, you just pulled it from there? Okay, that's fine. There's 800. Let's say there's 2,000 stuff in here. I don't want to be bottlenecked on rock, but when this guy hits like, oh, 2,000, we'll shut this off. And then everyone with active jobs will still do the thing. Yep, solar's got built. Awesome stuff. How's this coming? Hey, 18%! Whoop whoop! It took a while for that to get turned on. Now, I wonder at what point, if at any point... No, it looks like we're spending enough power that these guys won't just shut off under their own volition. Which is unfortunate, but that's fine. That still is 90 megawatts of backup power. That's our limit. It's this guy, actually. Rock. Just gonna watch a second. I want to make sure we didn't just accidentally bottleneck ourselves. No, 1,500. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. No problem. Just a little airborne. It's okay. It's okay. Yep. And then go resume path. That gets bled out. That's perfect. Hot diggity daffodil. Alright. Back to the rest of this. So, what else am I missing for this to work? The caster. The spellcaster. That's it. Alright, so this comes over here a little more. Okay. How much? More than we've got. This gets boofed out of existence. Thank you. Could use level 1s. Not that big of a deal that we don't. Okay, there's that. This is the Scrub-a-Dubber. The Scrub-a-Dubber is going to loop back, but let's get the rest of this laid out. Molten, this is 120. Perfection. Can I... Sure can, Paw. Awesome. That is what I call a compact build. Oh, you know what? Maybe the casters sit right here? Hold on. Maybe I don't do the thing. I am going to need graphite. Did I do the thing already? Hey, get over here! Need me some G-Graphite. Made from real giraffes. That's, I'm assuming, where graphite comes from, right? Giraffes? No? Weird. Somebody got to say it all. That's fine. This just comes over real lazy-like. And of course that's not going to work. That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll just pop... Oh, where would this work? I guess something like here. Do something like that. And a balancer. And we'll say priority in that guy. This is only ever going to make enough graphite to just supplement this process. It's never going to be like, I got so much extra graphite. So it's 140. Let's do the 144 minus 24. So I need 120 more. 18, 36, 72. Minus 72. So for every one operation, for every one run-of-the-mill, I need 24 graphite. Possibly we'll make 3 because we're getting half. So we'll never have gobs and gobs of graphite. But this will help with the pollution. This will cut that down a bit and we'll make a little bit of that. Just a little bit of extra scratch, you see? This is going to need some pipe 2 action. And that can come right up. And actually, right about there. Perfect. This happy chappy is going to have to be a level 2. Yeah. Get that all nice and neat. Yeah. Bonzer. Awesome. Okay. No notes. Yep. Perfect. Okay. There's that. Now I just need to cast it and we're done. Más o menos. 4, right? 24. Yeah, you don't need water or nothing. Yeah, this actually will work really nicely. Just squeeze it in like that. And then... it's like a square off. Hold on. We can get this. Hold on. Spread it out. I don't think I want to spread it out. I don't need that there, though. What if that? I think that works. The throughput of this thing is 120? Yeah, so it's perfectly fine if we have some connection points like this. There we are. You don't need that, my friend. Yeah. Okay, proper aluminum. Look at that. So, what we were using for a very long time was straight up just one of these, let's call it a node, right? So one of this set, one of these, that was it. Then I was like, well, nuts to this noise, I need to double that up. So then we doubled it. And then it still sucked. Aluminium. There's that. Thank you. And we're going to be making a little more than... So you need to be a level 2. You could be a level 1. Oh, right. Oh, I have a really dumb way to do this. Hold up. Hold on, I got me a dumb. Hold on. Does this work? Yeah, you go in. Yep. No, thank you. Level 2? Now, how do you do this? Sure. Yep. I'm cool for it. No, I'm absolutely here for it. What kind of hell is this? Okay, sure, why not? Okay, how much does this cost? I will have to cannibalize all my other things. We'll redo the math in a second. Science is being made. We're at 29%. Awesome. When we get this done... yeah, when we get this done, we're going to remove the crew. I don't know if I need the crew to do the orbital supply stuff. Oh, you need 360? Or no, wait. Oh, 40. Oh, okay. And there's 13 asteroids to be found. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's redo the math. So bauxite come in. Yeah, 750 is fine. 72. Can you move over there? Thanks. That's a 1-to-1. 24, 48, 48, 24. That's math. 36. These are 18s. 1, 2, 3, 4 sets worth. We've got limestone. We got the seawater. Slag gets kicked out. This makes 36, 72, 144 of the liquid alumina. Hydrated alumina. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. 24. That's cleaning up the CO2. 24, 24, 24, 24. That's the deal. Ooh, that's business, baby. Boom. Boom? Okay, I didn't click the save button. I said boom anyway. The bloom, thank you kindly. Oh, that's good. Thank you. That's good stuff. All right. Go away. I'll take your text. Looks like that'll do the stretch in a moment. This is aluminum Mark II. Oh, none of this is in alphabetical order. It's fine. 163 times to go. It's a funny thing. No matter who I talk to, everyone has a wholesale different vibe on how the hydrate and stretch should work. I don't think I get it. I've met some people, they're like, oh, I make the hydrate and stretch cost like 2,000 fun bucks or whatever. It's like, why? Don't you want people to, like, use it? Like, isn't it like a good conversation piece? Like, it has you interact with the crowd a little bit? Like, I don't get it. They're like, well, my friends just use it all the time. And I'm like, oh no, you have friends that want to keep you hydrated. Or whatever. Like, it's a good check. It's like, everyone's got a different stance on it, like I said. And then someone else was like, I have it worth like 5 monies. Because I want them to hit it up, whatever. Go crazy with it. Over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, man, this is just too complicated. Nah, just leave it as is. What is this? Oh, the red water, yeah. Red mud, whatever. When ultimately comes down to it, I don't give a rip. It's just like, I left it alone. I think I set a cooldown for like 5 minutes. But like, yeah, the way I see it ultimately is like, it's a good conversation piece. IMHO. It's good to talk about, yeah. I'm talking, we're engaging. I think it's cool. Oh, there was someone else that removed it. Like, they don't have, like, a hydrate and stretch. They just, like, I'll drink whenever I want. It's like, alright. I think you'd like to meet my friend who's all different strokes, different folks. Anyway. That's interesting. It's still, like I say, it's really cool, chatting with different people and getting a different perspective on how things ought to be or whatever. Everyone has their own opinions. Cool, great. No worries. Not hating on none of that. None of my business. Run your shop the way you want to run your shop. But it's like I said, it's just really interesting how everyone's got a different vibe. Same thing with video games, right? Same thing with a game like this. Every single COI player I've seen does not have a base like mine. And mine's not great. That's cool. Mine's not like, oh, I'm the best. That's not what I'm saying. Just like, everyone's got a different base. It's so cool. We raided Casimir, I think, yesterday. Yeah, watched them for, I don't know, 20 minutes before I had to be at a place. Super cool. Some points to be used when you're doing a factory run where you can... Oh, yeah. Well, the problem with the train stops is that's how I do my naming. But we could totally do, trains. We can name the trains that way. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. I'm gonna jot that down. I like that as an idea. Yeah, $1,000 redo points or whatever the crap I called them. What did I call them? Megacycle credits? That's dumb. I thought I called them Megacycle Fun Bucks, like it was a fast food pizza chain. It's like, for every 3 large pepperoni pizzas you buy, you get another large free pepperoni pizza or whatever. Make sure you cash in your Megacycle Fun Bucks for the Megacycle Rewards program. If you cash in all your Megacycle points, you'll get a snarky comment from JohnMegacycle himself. It'll just be me on a recorded message. I don't even like apricots. Just like, that's a catty message? Yeah, if you're anti-apricot, maybe. Okay, get this out of here. I'm literally pivot shifting as hard as I can to build this thing. I'm very confident this is going to destroy the space station. If I've got to loan out some parts, I got to loan out some parts. That gets biffed. We're just going to biff it one at a time. Biff, biff. Invalid route assigned. Yep, life sucks. I just want it all purged out. There's no point in having a bunch of molten wim-wham on the thing if it's not going to get used. Okay, where are you? Waiting for product. You are working. And you're done. Thank you. You're done. You're done. You can do the thing. You're still kicking out. This looks a lot like slag, but it isn't. It's actually alumina. You can take all the alumina now. Is this done? Nope. It's got one more kablam blam to do. Boof. 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 Waiting for products. Get all the molten out. Boof. You're done. Now, what I should have done is built this somewhere else. Like we've been doing, right? Iterative upgrades. But... That was my entire thought. I just want to say the word but. I need all the parts that are going to come from this anyway, so we're going to cannibalize this up pretty good. This can get thatted, that. Wait. Nope. Nope, I take that back. Hold up. This actually feeds a different process for some reason. Okay. The red and the blue tarps next to each other freak me out. Okay, you are completely done through and through. Thanks for playing. Are we not making titanium anymore? Oh, please make some more. Get this aluminum off the line. Thank you. That was really important when I wanted to really emphasize aluminum, but I don't need to anymore. Not in that regard. And that goes away, and that goes away. Everything goes away except for this balancer, which has some aluminum in it, and I'm hoping it would get some of this stuff done. Oh, I guess I did it. I thought the casters were going to be... Yeah, this timing's actually alright, I think. And there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. That goes away. All of that goes away. That goes away. That goes away. All right. Oof. Come, my pretties. The only problem with the game mode of Factorio, now that I think about it a little bit more, the game mode I'm going to be running is called Warptorio. We've already done 2 episodes last week, and the problem with that is there's very little train stops. There's very little opportunities to name things. I do like that as an idea, though, so I do appreciate it still. Okay, we're clear? Oh, mama. I didn't realize this was a big boy. Alright. No, this is the front. So this isn't an issue. It's just, this has to go away. There's a lot of molten aluminum on this line. Son! I've missed you. Sonny boy! We're gonna make this cheesy like a Studio Ghibli film. You were right about the tree spirits. I was ignorant in my ways of business. I didn't give the nature an opportunity to reveal itself. You have returned from your journey. This is turning into a Totoro thing if no one was following that. That's totally fine. Studio Ghibli's so good. Has anyone here seen Pocoroso? Oh my god. Probably one of my favorite Studio Ghibli films. So freaking wholesome and cute. Oh my god. I gotta do a Studio Ghibli night. Yeah. I definitely have to do a Studio Ghibli night. We used to do on the Discord server. We used to do like movie nights every once in a while. And it was a lot of fun. Like we would just like vote on a movie, or the way it turned into, it was like, I want to watch this movie. If anyone else wants to watch this movie, fine. I'll have it, I'll stream it, we'll watch it together. Like that was kind of the vibe. And then it's like, if you want to chit chat during the movie, I don't care or whatever. Like I'm not gonna be like, turn off your cell phone. But you could always mute yourself or whatever, so it worked out pretty well. Well, of this, another one of this, I don't know, maybe 2 months. The placement of this does not matter. Now, I do need molten aluminum, though. So, this is where this is going to be a little on the dicey. Yeah, today's the season finale. As stated. For today, I want to get an asteroid launched into my base. That's going to cue the end of this. Then we're gonna move over to Factorio for a spell. I got that Warptorio run I've been just thirsting over. I'm just so excited for it. And I want you to prioritize that way, thanks. And then I'd like to do a run of Timberborn. Or, again, something else. Oh, crap. Let's square off. I'd like to do a run of, like, Timberborn or something. One more different thing. And then we'll come right back to Captain of Industry. I want to do my... What would we call it? What did we call it? The Mercantilism Green Run something? Okay. So this is going to prioritize titanium because we're already tripling our thing. So hold on to your butts. Because this is going to hurt. How much did this cost? Holy crap. I don't have that much construction material. Okay. We're going to do this very intelligently. We're going to mute half of the thing. I need some production. I can't do no production if the casters aren't built. So that's the smart plan. Slag gets rid of limestone, comes to me, seawater. You're actually not real. Sorry, buddy. You're not real. Far be it for me to qualify or unqualify existence, but you're not real. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I really need to do. Construction materials are just going to be made as is. There's nothing really I have to do about that, so we're going to unpause. Cracks knuckles. Yeah. It's alive! Not quite yet. Oh, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this right away. I want this to... Oh, it's connected. No! Okay, joking. Do that one instead. Gonna build out all the things. We've got a base, and I'm gonna build out all the frickin' things. Yes. Now, 50 bucks says our stuff's gonna collapse before I get new station. I freaking knew it. If we could get station parts up there, I'll be just happy as a clam. I know this is a tough deal. We might crank out a loan or two. And don't tell my debtors, but I almost don't care if I default. Titanium alloy. Do we have enough stuff for a rocket launch? Yes, we do. Okay, we're clear. As long as it chooses maintenance parts, we'll be fine. Please. It's been 100% correct so far. But I don't trust 100%. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. You watch your ass. Okay? Low power. Oh, this thing is not forgiving. Electrical-wise. 8 megawatts? Oh my god. I didn't realize this was going to be like a 64 megawatt project. Yeah. I'm gonna make a change real quick. Hey, friend. Oh, damn. Alright, you're already turned up. I'll be on later on. I have a training pass I need to get to after work. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Also, good luck. Good luck on everything. Stay hydrated. Wear a hat. Probably some other good dad advice. Probably some other dad advice. Okay. As long as this process gets moving, I'll be pretty happy. What is that? Oh yeah, limestone. Ah. Okay, the mud's getting pushed. That's getting kilned up. Okay. What we've done is we've recovered to our natural processes. Sasu? Okay, that's going to split out, so that's going to be a little annoying, but that's fine. I'll be very happy once we get fresh aluminum off the belt. Line? Channel? Whatever. Yeah, whatever. You got everything you need. Hot Jones. Okay. The fact that these turn opposite each other actually really bugs me a bunch, but I had to flip it to get the alignment I wanted. Is it a big deal? No. Is it going to bother me greatly? No. I'm going to be... Even if it does, I'm just going to go be spastic somewhere else about something else, so it doesn't really matter. Yes. Cook of the stuff. Cook of the stuff. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. Yarsh. Cool. All right. Excellent. I'd like another one online, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3. That's all it is. Real simple. We're also going to get rid of some of that bauxite, which is fine. What else we got going on here? Rock. Coal looks great. Yep, that's fine. Scrap looks good. Copper, it probably looks good. It's probably another train. Yep, train just unloaded. Everything is so smooth now. It kind of feels like we're starting... Like this, now this is the game. Now that you've gotten everything moving and stuff is automated, now this is the game. 6 weeks later. Yeah. We're going to be offline a bit. That's just going to happen. I did not spec out my power build for that much extra consumption, so it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. So now we got 3 of these. So we've already increased everything. Yeah, there it is. There's the first pour. We've increased it by 50%. So that's awesome. So how are we looking at stuff? Insufficient crew. All right, we'll send more crew. 44% on this last research. I'm going to build out aluminum first before I resume making scientific tools. So what is this? You won't tell me. Reds. Purples. Reds. Purple. Yeah, 300. Belarg. Okay, well, I can turn on some pieces of this. Well, I'll wait. I'll be patient. Again, this is already a 50% increase. Oh, big stretch. Ooh. Alright, let's let it sit for a while. I got a lot of construction materials we need to get. Construction parts? Construction materials. I keep calling construction materials. Okay, we have a ways to go. That's totally fine. How's this coming along? 45%? It is rising to the occasion. That's great. I'd love to spin up another one of these, but I highly doubt we have surplus power anymore. That was 2 years ago. We're talking not a lot of stuff here, which is not great. Kuna was here. Everyone in the chat right now, Kuna was here. Let's do it. I'll do it. I'll go first. Was here. Yeah. Awesome. Get that done. We have to every day, or the stream just feels weird. We have to. We have to say good morning to everyone that comes into the stream. Grab a chair, sit down. There's probably some snacks in your cupboards. I don't know. Get comfy, and then we know the stream is real when Kuna was here. That's how it works. I don't make the rules. I'm not the streaming rule man. Go talk to Twitch. Go talk to who's Amazon. Amazon owns Twitch? Yeah, go talk to Jimmy John Amazon, which I believe is the name of the sole proprietor of Amazon. Jimmy John Amazon. Oh, man. I'm making a new rule. If ever anyone wants to start a business, it has to rhyme with your name. Jimmy John Amazon. All right. Oh, I didn't do the thing. Sorry. Here we go. Cheers. Oh, that's good, Scrumpy. It's just water. But I like to imagine it as hooch. Okay, no iron yet, right? I think I have this set to accept iron. Just in case iron happens, we have it. I think I pushed this to the point where we shouldn't be getting iron. Yeah, we should be out of bounds, but still fine. Okay, how we doing? We have 300 and something tier 4 construction parts. We're still running a bit low on Unity. Research is very Unity expensive. It costs us 6 Unity to have it cranked up like that. We don't have the workers. We don't have the crew. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, 6 Unity. Boop. And this can just pause straight away. This can all unpause. Let's make more stuff. 44%. Very rough mental math. I think I need about 4,000 lab equipment. I'm using no scientific method whatsoever. Just gut check math. I do need more stuff. That's where that is. Yep, it definitely makes sense. This is all going to go offline during the thunderstorm because this is a lot of megawatts. Let's check our aluminum production now. Again, 50% is where we're at. Aluminum. So this is when we deconstructed. This was the ramp. And this is where we're at. Yeah, that looks so much cleaner. I love that. Now, I'm going to build all this out, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has to stay online. I could just as easily disable this. So... we're going to build the red stuff first. So, yellow. Red, red. Purple, red, purple. Because the second I build this guy, we're going to hemorrhage out all of our reds again. Red, tier 3 construction materials. Parts? Parts. I don't like the word parts. I don't know why. Hey, our bauxite brothers. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. Chippity chop. Hit up that a little bit, maybe? Squeezle into there. Oh, there's more to be had there. Getting there. Getting there. Getting there. Just have a time of it. Just have an absolute time of it. This can all get scooted. This can all get scooted. Let's do something like... Let's trim that out a bit. Yeah, some good stuff there. There's enough bauxite there to clean your teeth. I don't know if you could use bauxite to clean your teeth. I guess you could use technically anything to clean your teeth, right? The abrasive level might be a bit of an argument piece, but... It's the same argument. You could eat anything. Nothing's stopping you from eating a thing. There's a whole bunch of chemistry and stuff that's going to stop you pretty quick about digesting it. But you can eat anything you want. Is it copper again? Yeah, copper throughput. I mean, we're still pushing, so that's still excellent. How is copper and steel production? I actually haven't had to fuddle with the frickin' foundry in ages. Yep, just need more trains. And here you is. Yeah, we're doing top notch. A man ate a house once. I could imagine that if it was like a gingerbread house at the particular holiday time where gingerbread is socially acceptable to eat in public. I could imagine that. You know what? Yeah. Yep. I will eat a house. Yeah. Now it's the eat a house challenge. Yep. Let's do it. As a community, let's eat an entire house. Drywall. Bricks and mortar? The bricks I would have believed. The mortar has me suspect. It sounds even less digestible. Here, just go ham. I want this stuff off the line. I'm not trying to be pedantic, but I just want this aluminum. Having piping hot metal expose the elements weirds me out. Because if it was iron, anytime it rains, what? You're just going to get droplets of rust, effectively? It's going to oxidize immediately? That's not great. That's not great. And we're a little offline. That's fine. Oh, we're doing the thing. We're doing the research. We're doing the thing. Hold up. I'm going to pause this, and then I'm actually going to BRB for like a minute. I'm already out of water again. I've just been so thirsty. There's that. Here's this. Here's this. Thank you. We already got that going on. Cool. That will do its dare and do. I'm going to just leave this right here. I'll be back in just... give me like 3 minutes. Yeah. BRB. Alright, I am back. Breathe out the stress, breathe in the captain of industry. Okay, how's this coming along? Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Some of the stuff got built. We got the matties, we got the materials. That, and that at your leisure. And that is 100% build out. Hey! If this number's over 60 and there's not a line here, it means there's not a demand. Okay, that was fast. But we're way above demand now. Oh, look at all that shiz. Look at all that shiz. It's full. Aluminum is stacked. Yes, that was the clincher. That's what we had to have happen. We're 50%. Look at that. Ah, oh, so good. Oh my gosh. This is great. Yep, we're in a very, very good position right now. Yeah, this is just gonna stockpile a bunch of aluminum. Is this still not done? Alright, well. We're full on that. We just want this squiggly line out of here. It's cool. It's fine. I'm being just overtly pedantic as always. It's fine. Are we out of bauxite? Quoi? Okay, well, clearly a train just dropped. Yeah, and now another train is dropping. Okay, so it's happening. This bothers me that this is type 3 belt, and then it turns into type 2 for reasons. Thanks. Okay. It looks like brownie mix, doesn't it? Like this in sludge. Looks like brownie, and then with it rising, it's like it's getting baked. Aw, yeah. I can't enjoy, but it does look like that. Ah, we're stacked. We're stacked. Awesome. Okay, we actually can't keep up with production, which is totally fine. How much do we have in the reserve? Holy crap. Oh, actually, this was never full? Yeah, I don't think we've been ever, like, full of bauxite. We're going to be very low on it now, that's for sure. Yep, I'm not worried about the brownouts. Not really worried about the brownouts. Yeah, that's fine. This is going to be done soon, and then most of these are going to just go offline anyway. Alright, where are we at? Full to the gills. What was I going to look at? Yeah, this guy. Okay, so we have... how much? 2.5? That'll get us within swinging range, but that won't complete the boosters, I don't think. I'm a little nervous and excited and wistful, I guess would be the word for it. Like, we've been playing this for 6 weeks. What I'm really happy about is we all came together and we decided what was going to be the end goal, right? Like I said, hey, how are we finishing this? And like a couple folks said, asteroids. Yeah. That would pretty much tie a neat bow on all the stuff that Update 3 had to offer. I think that's a fair thing, but, you know, kind of feels weird to leave. It'll be fine. We can come back. We can come back at any time, right? I just love these. Look at these things. Yeah, now it's just the waiting game. Later tater. We're good on rubber. We're good on hydrogen. We're good on a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's actually kind of nothing else I need to really concern myself with. If we need more hydrogen, this can just get shut off. This pet project is more or less done. I wanted to make room for this, and we certainly have done just that. This can look like that. I didn't move the server room, and that's fine. How much are these things making? 258? Is that 12% times... It doesn't make any sense. I would have expected to... Oh, the cleaning. The cleaning is giving us like an extra whatever percent. Yep. An extra 15. Yeah, alright. That's why. Alright. So they must not be calculated at the same time? So hang on. It'd be 101.27 times 200. Okay. The additives are added and then thrown against base. If it was plus 12%... Where'd the thing go? Thanks. Where did I just see the thing? There. If it was plus 12% and then plus 15%, it would have been much more powerful. But it goes against the base 200. It's really important to understand the underlying math in a video game. What's a great example of that? Oh, Balatro. I've heard of like 4 or 5 ways to pronounce it. This is how I pronounce it. Balatro. because there's not two vowels and the placement, whatever. Balatro is effectively a roguelike poker game. And the way in which it does math is important because you have chips, which are the point values of cards. You have also what's known as mult, or the multiplier, and certain properties can add to either the chips or the multiplier. And understanding how the math functions is very important. What happens first? What triggers last? When something is doubled or tripled, what is it double and tripling? Like all that. So getting a really good idea of how that math functions is actually really strong. Because then you know how powerful a joker is. And jokers are what are effectively used to work with your point totals and your scores to beat what are known as blinds, which are your enemies effectively in the game. It's a very cool game. There's another one for cribbage I saw, and it took like a fantasy kind of a vibe to it. I'd like to take a look at that one. I have it in my wish list. I've not given it a gander. But that might be a right old hoot. Just a hoot. Okay, there's that. Are we stocked up on aluminum? Okay. I want this to get dang near full. Yeah, again, bauxite's the issue. But what I might do is I might actually just peter this down a bit. So let's do this. And process that out. Low electronics, that's fine. Okay, get rid of all that, please. Okay. Oh, I see how I have this set up. It's not super... I'll just leave it. Those I don't mind if they're running. I don't mind if those are running. Like I said, these can just shut off. I'll just let it bleed through a little bit. What pausing a structure does is it frees up the... Hold on. It frees up the workers, so the workers can do whatever else. It also prevents the building from needing maintenance. If a building is idle, it still needs maintenance. So you can save a little bit of your maintenance budget that way. 63%. Yeah, we'll get within swinging distance for sure. No mining designations in the mining area. Oh no. Actually, one thing I'd like y'all to start working on is just stone. Is there any just stone around here? You chill out. Go in the corner. No, most of this is titanium, which is unfortunate. So let's take a stab at something like this, so we'll get a lot of dirt in the process. Now I wanted you so I could do this. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, you're handled. Thank you. This is just full of titanium. It sure is, brudda. It sure is. And the battery's all maxed out. The battery is hecka maxed out, yeah. I don't really have a ton of Unity to spare. Otherwise, what I would do is I would probably kick around that sulfur run a little bit more. Yeah, we're not keeping up with goods as much as I'd like. Because electronics, yeah, okay. Yeah. I really can just do like research generation or all the luxury crap. I can't do both. Again, another restructure would be necessary, but meh. We're very close to getting this thing underwater. And underwater is what's going to happen because I'm going to launch a meteor at my base, and that's going to be... Or an asteroid at my base, and that's what's going to be the final pull. Maybe I'm the only one that did this, but just as a show of hands, did anyone else play SimCity or city builders like that? And then when you were done with it, when you were just like, you know what, I think I'm done playing this, Did anyone else launch, like, all the disasters at your stuff? Earthquakes and Godzilla and, like, all the things. Did anyone else do that? Maybe that was, like, just a me thing, but, like, ultimately when it came down to it, it's like, I wanted closure on it, so save the game. JMegs Townville Center _ good _ final _ parentheses 1 or whatever. And then just go absolutely ham about it. I built this, and now I will unbuild this. Yeah. Good times. How are we on sausage? We're still very good on sausage and meat and all this stuff, just to get some more unity. I'm gonna do this for a while. Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's very much, how did it go? Oh, there's the thing. Using a bullet has someone's name on it. Using a grenade is to whom it may concern. Using artillery is dear grid coordinates or something. It's just like going out and out and out and out on the whole thing. I'll have to find it. It's like a Warhammer 40k poster or whatever. If you're using a bolter, you're addressing someone by name. If you're using a grenade, you're addressing an entire room. If you're using artillery, you're addressing entire grid coordinates or something. And then if you exterminatus, dear you, ... exterminatus. Okay, we're dipping a little on that aluminum, which is not bad. It means we're consuming it. But this should be pretty, yeah, it's pretty strong. Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's really nothing too much I need to do right now. A bullet may have your name on it, or grenade sent to whom it may concern, but area bombardment is always addressed to the current occupant. That's it. Okay. And then exterminatus is dear grid coordinates or something. Yeah. It's something like that. Yeah. Google foo. Yeah. Fair enough. I wonder what watch list you just got added to. Alright, that's all done. Neat. More. I think next time when we do our green, all the good ones. That's a very optimistic way to think of any of that. Yeah. Are you jealous? I'm not. I think next time what we'll do is we'll get to solar mono, because we're going to do the same thing for our green mercantilism build, right? It's going to be the same thing, but I will make solar panels like a priority. We'll do no research. We'll do nothing. I'll spend just entire sessions. Just make boxes and boxes and boxes of these things. The solar approach from this one was really a focal point, but it was a very weak focal point. This is all that's making it. It's not part of a bigger system. There's really nothing fancy about this at all. It's just, I wanted solar panels, put it in a box. I'll get to it when I get to it, kind of a thing. Solar panels are very expensive in terms of sand. Sand specifically is a bit of a killer. This takes 48 sand to make 36 silicon. 36 turns into, again, 36 silicon poly. 36, that's 9 wafers. And how many wafers do I need to do the thing? Okay, so 48 sand, right? 48 sand turns into 8 solar panels. Is that terrible? No. But like if you're ever working on a project and you're like, I want to do solars, and you become immediately sand bankrupt, yeah. This used to be a beach. You can see where it started. It started back there, but this all used to be beach. And that's gone. This is quartz. There's quartz right here. We're turning into sand. This was all sand. This used to be another beach. All gone. All for solar panels. If you don't do solars, your sand can last a really, really long time. Oh, how did you get paused? I'm sorry, my guy. I mean, I hope you enjoyed the break. Hope you had a nice snack. Heck if I know. All I know is snacks are great. How's this looking? It's awesome. We must have just shipped up some more parts. No. 10 out of 10. Never mind. Oh, we're doing great. When this hits... I'm so impatient. What are we at? 65%? I wish there was a way I could determine how much this would take. Now, the lab equipment turns into research points. So actually, hold on. We can figure this out. Can you show your new power station? Yes, I can. Absolutely. Happy to help. It is this guy. I can give you the brief tour. What I wanted to do is I wanted to take excess solar power and use it for right now it's raining, right? So when the solar power is not really prevalent, I wanted to have some other solution to make sure we could stay online instead of me relying on wood chips and nuclear. Because the idea really is we would get away from those once we get an asteroid happening. Ultimately, let's get out of this. These right here are boilers, electrical boilers, that are running on surplus power only, that are generating steam. The steam is being stashed in these thermal storages, and this number's depreciating, so we're actually consuming more power when it's raining. That's fine. They store up. When we have a deficit, these high-pressure turbines kick on, because I have them set to auto-balance. They, plus these low-pressure turbines and the flywheels to maintain the inertia, and then we kick on the actual generators when we need the power. So let's wait until it gets crappy again, and you'll see. So, overcast isn't bad, or was this cloudy? Cloudy's not bad. I'll just get a few of these guys so you can see. There we go. It's rainy, utilization, they fire on, they take all the inertia from the flywheel. The flywheel then gets recharged by these turbines as needed. So the flywheels are supposed to be, I need a ton of power right now for like 20 seconds or something. And that's it. So this is how we use our solar power and even it out a bit. What is its net positive? Right now it's not as net positive because we're eating into more of the stored heat. So we're slowly trickling into this battery a bit more than we should. But the net positive is this is all excess power that would have been wasted anyway. So see this gap right here? Right where the line is? I am producing 300 megawatts. I'm only consuming 250. So 50 megawatts are just getting wasted. We're not doing anything with it. But I'm trying to take that 50 and stash it into steam energy, and then I can use that 50 megawatts when I need it. Now, there's some loss involved, certainly. But that's the idea. I don't know if that made sense. Yeah, when there's no sun, I want to make sure we have some power. Isn't it? Yeah, thank you. So the idea is you go absolutely ham on solar, and then you have something like this set up, so that way when you need power, it taps into the reserve, and what have you. Yeah. Let's make that salt. Low electronics. That's going to be our national anthem for a while. We're just low on electronics. Yeah, that's fine. I want this to crank out a little bit more. This is the last research we're going to have to do. So once that's done, we're done. I'm not going to have to fart around with anything else. Okay, so how much aluminum do we have? We are stonk on aluminum. Oh. Waiting for products. Cool, you got paused. I'm going to pause 2 of these machines out. Save on that there maintenance. These things take a fair amount of maintenance. Yeah, I would call that a fair amount of maintenance. That gets paused. That got paused. That got paused. There we go. That cut us down to 50% again. So back to where we were before. So no real net change. But this is what I was saying, is I have no qualms about building out the whole thing and then just pausing half of it. We need to ramp up? Cool, we unpause the other half of it. We're getting so close. Come on, buddy. I need you to nom 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 the rest of this aluminum. What I could do... Thanks. Oh, I got... Oh, there was someone made a comment yesterday. Hold on. It was about the destroying of pipes and stuff. Somebody had a theory. I want to find their comment on YouTube. Hold on. It was... I don't know what I'm telling you. Hold on. There's nothing you got to do. Joel Petlin 9650 said, one construction part makes more than one square of pipe. So sometimes the 2 squares of pipe you're deleting are leaving part of that segment there by itself, still requiring the construction part. So nothing needs to be hauled away, so there's no unity requirement. So I thought we tested that a little bit a couple of times ago, but let's try it. So... Here's a bunch of individual segments. Yeah, yep. Yep, that does exactly sound like that. So something's getting rounded and it's just like, I don't really care. So, okay, so we have all the individual segments. We're then going to do 2 segment widths. And then we'll do 3 segment widths. And then we'll do 4 segment widths, and that'll be enough. And for sake of continuity... Oh, that's not the right button. Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, full bar, right? Build it out. Okay. Oh! Ah! Butts. They all built out anyway. Alright, well... No unity. Unity. So there... Okay, so there must be... The only way this makes sense is there must be a calculator somewhere that's holding all the fractions, right? There's so I bet you a billion jillion Megacycle fun bucks this one doesn't need unity. But this one does. Oh, this one doesn't. This one does? This... Okay. That one does. So is it every 4? Maybe it's every 4. So hold on. So it's... No, 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 yes. No, 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 yes. Something like that. So, no. 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 Okay, 1 to every 3. So that means it's not like 0.5 or 0.25. It might be like 0.3. Not 0.333, but 0.3. So, no. No. Dang it. Alright, I have no idea. But yeah, that I think we're on the same boat here. It's some rounding error. Not an error, but a rounding thing. So, no, no. 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 Yes. Maybe if it's the end of a segment. Well, anyway, point is, I think we're all on the same page. Orbital had the rounding idea. This individual said because it costs more or costs less to make multiple pipe pieces, that's a thing. So yeah. And it's probably so infinitesimal it doesn't matter anyway. Like, we're talking about very little amounts of construction materials anyhow, so maybe it just doesn't matter. But if I had to hazard a terrible guess, I'm assuming there's some variable that's holding the whole number of how much crap you have, right? 1.1k, 812, whatever. That's holding that information, and there's another one that's holding the extra. Or it's just the same one and we're not seeing it. But something dark side is how that works. So yeah. That that happens. Thank you. Okay, so like I was trying to say is we can't actually figure out how much we need. So, 120, so it's 23040 minus, let's call it 15200. 7840. What's the lab equipment consumption rate for research? Oh, I'm in here. Is this what you want? Don't forget I have a ton of modifiers though. So it's not quite right for what you need. So 7840 divided by 122. 64. Let's call that 64. 64 times 48. 3,772. Dang it. 48 a minute lab equipment. Yeah, consumption base. Yep. Don't look at this guy. You can't boost a lab. But no, it's 40. So it's 4 every 5. Or 48. That math doesn't really check out, but... Yeah, the consumption's not changed. The production... The research points are adjusted. Nope. I originally built like 3. And I'm like, if anything, I want 3 labs to be running all the time. And then I saw the electronics cost, and I'm like, oh, my hubris. Oh, I feel that one. Nope. I'll be happy with 1. If we can, then I was like, if we can run 1 lab all the time, winner, winner, chicken dinner. They get real goofy. Yeah, they get super goofy for sure. Yeah. The Disney Corporation wants to ask us questions with how goofy it gets. Alright, what was I doing? Yeah, that's where I drew the line very quickly. I'm like, if I keep 1 running, 1 would be just amazing. Oh, nice. We're at nice research. This is where I'm really looking forward to that mod that just speeds up time. We talked about it yesterday. It's Captive Industry Extended. I put a link in the Discord, but I'll put a link here in case anyone hasn't seen or looked at it yet. It's very interesting. See, I think it's COI Extended. Where the crap did I put that room? Yeah, let me get that. Some of the stuff I was really looking forward to is the time. Right now we have paused speed 1, 2, and 3. This goes all the way to speed 15, and there's like an unleashed or unrestricted or whatever thing. So you can go as fast as your PC will allow. Blim blam bloom. So that's fun. But I would like speed like 5. Like right here, I'm not doing anything. We're just letting this trickle out. And that's it. Shouldn't take too much longer, really. All the alerts are good. Let's check on our farm. I made some sugar changes. I don't think I've... That's fine. Fertilizer's great. Yeah, I did make some sugar changes. How are the digesters? Bored, which is good. It means we've kind of gotten our level to where it ought to be. So is there anything that's being scrapped? Not really. This is what I would have done. I would have checked this first to see what's getting digested and be like, okay, I think we've got too much corn or whatever. What's your deal? Potatoes? Oh, is it potatoes? No, it's wheat. Okay, so let's change a wheat to sugar. That was fast. Different wheat to sugar? Anyone who's not actively growing wheat this second, thank you. Cool. If you change a crop mid-plant, it doesn't really matter. Somebody mentioned to me that if you pause a rocket, the station, while the rocket is launching, you really screw some stuff up. Denarius, welcome to the stream. Balancing food could really do with some Quality of life improvements. I think I agree to that. I had to build something like this to try to regulate and then build alerts around it. And it was kind of clustery, I think, but you're right. They do have, like, you can expect to make this much over time, but it got messy, so I had to build, like, these weird feed systems to balance and spread. Oh, hold on. I want to do the thing. I want to see if we can screw up our game. Ooh, thank goodness I clicked on the fast. So hold on. I think it was Myrene who said if you pause it, you completely screw it up. So I paused it. Now if we unpause it, and now pause it. Maybe they fixed it? Does it actually make it to the thing? Oh, it does. Okay. The animation's effed. Oh, it fixed itself. Alright. Well, just in case, I don't want that to ruin my finale. I've worked so hard and got so far. We're not gonna mess with it now. Glad I saved that. Oh, this music is so chill. Not a complaint. It is chill AF. My favorite radio station. Okay, you can go now. Great. Wait, infinite. Then the second movie is infinite ... into the Quay. For those who quay. Oh, that's the third movie. Oh, third movie is no. Quay 3, now in 3D. Quay 4 is The Reckoning. It has to be. Quay the 5. Some title you would have never guessed from the other ones, like, Avatar Doctrine or something. I don't know if Quay is a military movie or what, but I don't know what kind of genre Quay even is. A smattering of non-intelligible speak. It's not quite double plus good. It's even dumber. Okay, 75. We're getting there. Very excited. Super excited. You send probes to search for one. I love how this is phrased. No asteroids inbound. Attach boosters to a discovered asteroid to bring it to your island. Oh, baby, it gonna be brought. It gonna be brought so hard. Bring it to your island sounds diplomatic. Oh, would you like to bring the delegates over to our fine nation? I would. Please summon a courier to fetch the delegates and bring them to our fine nation. That's how that sounds. That's not how that's going to be an application. Let me tell you what. I'm going to tell you what. It's going to be bananas. Pants bananas, olive bananas, all kinds of bananas. All right. We're actually running a little low on that aluminum. So I'm going to pop on one more of these guys. I'm not adverse to have these running all the time, but like there's a stupid amount of power and an even stupider amount of maintenance here. So if I don't need it, I'd rather not use it. There's that. Our Unity is still firm and good. Honestly, the second this research is done, we're shutting down all the research. We're going to shut down the edicts for research. And it's going to be just like a chill ride for the rest of the thing. Why is this not complaining that it's low on copper? Because it should be. I guess we have it checking electronics, and that's what it is. Do I need another train? Nope, we got another copper boy. Your bauxite, never mind. I got that bad eyesight. There we go, there's another copper train. Yeah, thanks to Captain Merrick, who made the recommendation on trimming up some of the ins and outs of everything. That's been a huge save on the battery. So I want to make a special mention to Captain Merrick and the COI dev team at Mafi Games. I put in a note. If you weren't here for it, I put in a note because I had an iron ore processor that was just not responding. It wasn't taking orders. It was just messed up. The solution was to just do this: cut, paste it, rebuild it. Just rebuild it, then everything worked fine. I sent a message on the Discord. I don't believe, like, the actual devs replied, but I think, like, just some helpful folks were like, did you try turning it off and on again? I'm like, I did. Here's the logs. And after a bit of back and forth, they gave me the email address for the COI dev team. So I sent it, and I'm like, here's the deal. I did it in this. Here's the thing, whatever, whatever. And they replied, and they're like, hey, good series. I'm like, oh my god, Senpai noticed me. That's very cute. I was blushing as I was reading it. But they were like, by the way, if you want to make trains more efficient, and I'll show you what they meant, remove some of the no-stop sections when they join. So if you're not familiar, whenever an intersection is formed, you'll get this no-stop section. Effectively, you don't want a train to stop midway, right? That's the idea. But if you have a bunch of them, if a train wants to enter this block, it can't go any further until a train has completely left. So there's a ton of gap that the train could be moving up, but it just won't because the no-stop sections. So we had them here. We had them at the entrance point. Yep, they all got removed. Like, these bits got removed. And, more importantly, at the battery. At the mana battery. So I'm going to just kind of hang out here and see if we... Oh, this might be an example. Nope, that guy left the line too fast. But every one of these intersections that you can see with yellow had the no stop. So, for example, a train could be waiting right here at this block to get into this block. But if there's a train going here, the dude won't progress, even though they could have entered the intersection, got right about here where this train is, and then moved up. So there's a couple of things there that were changed by removing some of these no stops. So this is maybe a great example. So this, see how lockstep that is? This dude's right behind that guy. Freaking brilliant. Yeah, yeah. No, they've done a very good job, especially with the Update 3 Go Live. I think the Captain of Industry dev team has been on top of it. Whenever I see kind of behavior like that, my phraseology for it, my not limericks, Luca Franca for it, has been, oh, it's very Woob-like. Woob is the one that does Factorio, but it's very Woob-like to get a report and just jump on. Oh, it's fixed. It'll be rolled out tomorrow, kind of a thing. But like when this went live, they put in effort. They listened. There's a lot of changes that got made. Adding a hydrogen train, for one thing, was something someone requested, and then they built the thing and they added it. Like, just really great. I guess something like that is always a real big driving point. They would be like, would you recommend this game to someone else? Like, yeah, just based on the development team alone, maybe? But, like, if it isn't your genre, don't buy an automation game just because you saw someone play it and you're like, well, I like that person, so I'll like this game. No, no. Like I said before, it's why I always say, if you're going to watch my stuff and you like it, also go watch somebody else. Because someone's going to do something different, and they're going to get excited about a different thing than I'm excited about, and that might be what gets you into it. So, that's all there is. That's all I really got to say about that. And that's all I have to say about that. We're getting very close. We have 16% more research to do. I don't think we have enough lab equipment. I'll do another recalc. 23040 minus 19500. 3540. 3540 divided by 122. 29.02 times 48. I'm about 300 lab materials short. Which is not terrible, but I am just a wee bit short. So we're going to crank that out real quick. We have plenty of electronics now. Things are great. We should have enough Unity to get this thing done before I got to pause it again. Yeah. This is very exciting. I don't usually bounce my leg. You know what I'm talking about? Like your feet, your leg bounces like on the floor or whatever, but I'm doing it. Like I'm genuinely excited that this is going to wrap up the season, but I'm also a little wistful about it. I could build another lab just to speed this along, but meh. Then I'll just burn through all the science points. That's going to be weird. Because we make 4 every 5. We're spending 4 every 5. It's actually perfect for 1 lab. I don't think any more science points. Yeah, we need one more bump. We need one more bump of that science. Sweet, sweet science points. And that'll do it. I talked about it a couple times. But yeah, what we'll do, for those joining, welcome. My name's JohnMegacycle. I play video games. I found that over the years, this is a very helpful piece of my psychology. I have a strong desire to teach. So anytime someone's like, I don't understand this, I'm like, oh boy, there are many schools of thought, and then just just get right into it. I wanted to, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be a teacher or a psychologist. The problem is, teachers don't get respected where I'm from, and that's unfortunate. And psychology, I was like, I'm not going to do 8 years or whatever of school. Forget all that noise. I didn't have the wherewithal to do it. So this is great. I get to talk. I get to play video games. I get to chit-chat with folks around the world. It's actually a really positive experience for me. So I really enjoy it. This is something that's not a burden at all. I do get tired. I do get tired after a stream. I do a lot of talking. If you haven't noticed, I like to chat. I'm a bird that loves to chirp. So, this is a lot of fun. We've all got our own demons, so to speak. But this is one that is... It's easier for me to just do this and, like, have a little bit of fun like this. Let's do another check. I typed the numbers wrong because I'm very good at math. 23040 minus 206, let's say... damn it. 20650. 2390. 2390 divided by that. Let's just call it a flat 20. 960. Do we have 960? Not quite. We might have that on the belt. But I'll wait. We'll get this to... We'll count this up a bit, and then we'll shut it all down. What else? Oh, so for today's stream, that's what I wanted to get to ultimately. We're going to get a save game. I'm going to push that save game probably up to G Drive or whatever, so if folks want to play around with the save, you're welcome to. If you want your own snapshots, if you want your own blueprints, you want to smash the island yourself, whatever. We'll get to a point where we can summon an asteroid, and then we're going to save the game. And that's what'll go on Google Drive or Proton Drive or like wherever I want to put it. We'll put the link in Discord, and that'll be that. You can have fun with it, make improvements, kick it around, whatever. And then, we're going to launch asteroids. We're going to do one asteroid in nowhere. Probably like right here. Just flat land. We'll get a good idea of what's what. And then we'll probably reload that save. And we'll drop it here, right? See how much this fills in. See if that works out pretty well. Use it like a quarry and then just strip mine the whole thing down. And then we're going to dump it on our nuclear. See if we get any atomic coolness. We'll dump it on our solar thing. Yeah. You didn't know, but these are all pillows just to catch the asteroid. And then we'll dump it on our city. We'll just keep reloading. We'll just reload over and over again. We'll just kick the crap out of everything. And that's going to kind of be it. That'll wrap it up. And then after that, we'll take, I don't know, 20-minute break. Like, I'll get up a stretch, get some food in me, because it might be lunchtime by then. And then we'll move on with Factorio, our Warptorio season we just started. If you haven't seen Warptorio, oh man, it is a different way to play Factorio. It is bananas. It is bananas, straight up. Okay, I think we have enough stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bleed out the line. We might have some extra, we might have not. You can stop warning me about that. Thanks. Oop. Thank you. Okay. I would like a re-up of stone. And then we're pretty much going to start shutting down the vehicles. Maybe? I'll just leave it. Low hydrogen, are you sure? When you say low hydrogen, yeah, we're just going to be low on hydrogen. Alright, we are going to do what I said we were going to do, was just shut off the vehicles. So, oh, oh. Well, I'm not going to shut them off if they're mid-avalanche. Okay, I'll let you figure that out. I'll come back in a bit. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. It's hard to do a square because the square in my head is also conflicting with the... Hey. Okay. Alright, this is going to be fun. And then y'all are going to huddle over here. Perfect. Okay. And that could get that again. Build up that hydrogen, so whomever picks up the save later if they want, it's not going to get completely hosed up. That's all done. 96%. What are we out of? Oh, you're just full. Okay, I see what's what. That goes away. And this will just make sure we're more than enough. Yep. Very excited. Oh my gosh. $97. Okay, so hold on. We're done with that. You're not sending those up anymore. So you better not be sending those up. Hold on. Dang it! Dang it! Okay. Boop. That's done. I think I still need the rations and crap, so you're gonna get space probe parts now, which we've already hooked up. And now you're gonna send that stuff. So that's cool. We also need oh, still researching it. Okay. This actually gets boofed. And this gets purged. Oh, right. I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do that. God, there's so many that were just sitting there.
5, 3, 2, 1.
You are gonna be rocket parts. Because you're a rocket man. Okay. Good stuff. It's already 70% built. Hot diggity dang. 99%. That's not the lab. I was like lining up a laboratory shot. That's not even the lab, you fool. Come on, give me the ding. Give me the ding. Give me the ding. Like 3 more. 1 more. 2 more. 1 more. Ding. Awesome. Guess what? You're done. Guess what? That goes down. That goes down. We're done with science. Now, where did I build the things that I was... Did I not build the things yet? Did I not set up the things to be built? No! I very much sure I thought I might have that I didn't. Okay. Fine. Let's keep the game rolling. Can I borrow you real quick? I need 2 things. I need component cores, compact reactors, and I need the thruster bits themselves. Cool. Copy that. Let's see how quickly I can speedrun the rest of this game. 8. 4. You get 2 of you. Okay, I need... That's fine. That's fine. Let's do something like that. What is your stuff set to? Okay. Great. Okay, I almost got lost. Oh, no, don't pause. Sorry. There's that. There's that. There's that. Alright, so... Just squeagle that right there. We need electronics 4. We need enriched uranium. We need titanium alloy. Well, titanium alloy's already here. And I don't care how much... Okay. That's fair. I don't care how much of a spaghetti nightmare this last bit is, because we are very close to wrapping this puppy up. Flat. Level 1 is fine. Thanks. You can build that out at your leisure. Okay, electronics. Same deal. Same diggity-dang deal. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. You can go with this, or you can go with that. Or you can come with us. That Boy Slim. Music as a weapon, I want to say. It has Christopher Walken doing some sort of action moves, I suppose. I now need the enriched uranium. Enriched uranium. Nope. That guy goes away. That looks like that. Thanks. Weapon of choice. That was it. What did I say? Music as a weapon? I think that was the Aerosmith arcade game. There was an Aerosmith arcade game. I think that was music as a weapon. Maybe. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. It was a stand-up arcade game, and it had, like, the full guns or whatever in it. And the idea was, like, robots from the future, like, very Terminator style. Robots from the future are destroying music. And you and the power of Aerosmith use music as a weapon. And you fight back against the tyranny of robots who don't believe in friendship or something. I don't remember. Okay, we got the cores now. What do I do with the cores? Diamonds and composite cores. Alright. Alright, I made this dumb. Okay, diamonds. There's the thing. We're so very close. I can taste it. I can just taste it. No give. This is booster. Booster parts. Okay. All the stuff. You are... I'm going to call you Lucy. Because diamonds. Great. Good. Awesome. That's it. Don't bring me stuff. Don't bring me stuff. Don't bring me stuff. Okay, what are we missing? Uranium pods, which I should have a boatload of these things. Ah, there we go. I do. I do have a boatload of these things. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Okay. I don't know if I need more Scanima jobs. We'll find out. But I think I'm done making Scanima jobs. So, oh, that's station parts. That's station parts. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I don't know how this works. I don't know if it's a random number generator and we just keep rolling until it happens. I don't know how this works. But that's the fun of learning and testing, right? And thank goodness for save states. I am unbridled amounts of excited about this. Cool. And we're going to save the game right now. Let's do a little testing. Okay. So you can have 13. Okay, that's fairly prevalent based on the UI. Actually, what I'm going to do is... This is just going to get paused, because there's a gigantic buffer there. Okay, how we do? Okay. 480? 300... Oh my god! Okay, so now, here's what I want to do. I'm going to grab a screenshot of this. I'm just going to re-roll the thing. I want to know if it's static or if it's random and what parts are random. Is the cost random? Are the elements random? If the elements aren't random, are the sizes random? So I just took a quick screenshot of that middle one. That is 360 booster parts. Can we hold 360? Oh god, this might... I might have to upgrade like several more times. Oh, that'd be a real hitch in the giddy-up. 500,000. If you didn't catch, that was 500,000 iron and 360 quartz. So 360,000. Okay. Well, that's scanning. I'm going to be back in just a moment.
Five, 3, 2, 1, off.
All right, I am back. Quick stretch. Quick stretch. That's what had to happen. Quick stretch. Okay, so let's see here. I have... This is the exact same. Radius 59, same everything. These are all the same. Okay, so we can hold 360. Looks like we're just going to get this little guy, and that's totally fine. Okay, so no more scanny parts. If you shoot up one more of those, fine, but no more scanny parts. Waiting for rocket, that's fine. What are you missing? Nothing, you're just being built. Hot diggity dang. Okay, still very cool. Still very cool. So it seems like for at least, I don't know, maybe the first few rockets are static. Maybe it's based on the seed? It's I guess it's a little hard to tell at this moment. We're out of graphite? That would make sense. Low on maintenance parts. Dude, if you devolve, I'm gonna cry. No maintenance supplies. Oh, I'm aware. We did get a couple of scans and a couple of launches in, so I'm pretty cool with that. I did shut off research, did I not? I think I evacuated out the thing. Yeah, I did. Okay, that gets paused. That's all good. All right. Yep. That's going to maintenance it up. And we need to launch 360 divided by 40 is 9. So I need to launch 9 booster rocket things. Which is fine.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, off.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Great. So now what do you need for the rest of this? Is it aluminum? Are we low on aluminum? Something, something? I wouldn't say we're low. No, it's just, it's a lot of effort to make the thing. Hold on. How much were we making? Oh, just slightly above what that belt could handle. Okay, that's all there is. All right. All right, all right, all right. We're not doing that any... Well, I will need to do this eventually. But we're not doing this anymore. So if you could back it up. Yeah, neat. Thank you. No need to have... No, 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 no. Just leave it alone. I have to remind myself. Oh, here's how we'll do this. Pause it, flip it. There we go. Okay, so I said I needed, what, 360 of these? Oh, we're just motoring through that. That's awesome. That's happening. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could do to kind of expedite this. Titanium? What up with the... Oh, hold on. I know what's up with titanium. I know exactly what's up with titanium. This Wim Wham I wanted to get cleaned out ages ago. Thanks. Good stuff. Okay, we need more graphite kind of desperately. I guess? I guess. We're gonna do a little cleanup here. This is beyond infuriating. Thank you. That's a dump for extra water, probably. Yeah, okay. All good? We have some unity, but since we're very close to the construction parts anyway, just do it like that. Thanks. Coal? We're not low on coal. Okay. That was going to be the other thing I was going to think about, but we should have a bunch coming from here on the regular. On the regular. Unless a dude just dumped off. A dude just dumped off. Okay. Good stuff. So, coal's not the issue. Graphite is. So that's going to get that going on. They should spin up very quickly. There's the brine. There's the... There we go. Thanks, buddy. There's the brine. Chlorine should be synthesized pretty quickly. There it is. There it is. And graphite. Cool. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. We're low on processing power. That server rack is hella full. There we go. I like doing it multiples of 5. 5 means 20 more teraflops. Easy math. That's all paused. All the hydrogen. Space station crew left due to no replacements arriving. Ugh. Wait, do I need... Damn it. I was going to say, do I even need crew to do this? Maybe I don't even need the crew to do this. I would assume the crew would be essential for navigating the thing and moving stuff around and whatever, but maybe not. Okay, crew. Provide its bonuses. I don't care. Crew members need supplies, which will be regularly delivered. New crew members will be sent periodically. I don't care. Good chat. That goes up top. It goes like that. Like that. That's how that works. Cool. That was fun. Still waiting on our first shipment of parts. Oh, we would have had a stack by now. We do? For God's sake. One little button can ruin an empire. And titanium. Yep, we're low on titanium because I shut off the aluminum connection. This looks like that. Thank you kindly. This is going to make more than enough for a couple of processes, so... We're very close. I keep saying that. Like, I don't know when the end is, but we already have 120 of the parts. So we've already made 3 launches, right? It might not seem like a lot, but we've already done 3 launches worth. And as I've been saying, if the real idea was we were going to play this for a very long time, the first research I would have went with science research, would have been the bigger rockets. Speaking of which, it says it can hold more. I don't know how much more it can hold. 120. So it's 50% more expensive. Oh, and it requires electronics? No, that's fine. Yeah, it requires a higher tier of electronics. It requires a bunch of titanium alloy. Oof. But it does hold 3 times as much at only a 50% component panel requirement. It can take 12 people? What level do you think I'm going to get to? Not any levels like that today, that's for sure. Okay, graphite? Nice. What we're going to do with this, instead of all this hoopla, my brain just crashed? Thanks. And I went down first so we could do this. Great. Takes care of that. Make a little bit of sour water, make a little bit more sulfur, that's for sure. Yeah, the construction parts are literally right over there. It's not an issue. Not an issue. There we go, alright. We can still leave this at trucks can remove, I guess, but this mostly handles that. Okay, we doing the titanium thing now? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we didn't need a lot of aluminum, but we did need some aluminum. Yeah, it filled up very quickly. Low supply of graphite, you don't say. Wow. It's too bad that somebody wouldn't double up our graphite production. Oh, wait. I did. Speaking of doubling up, 40? I thought we already got a couple launches in here. Oh, you did a... Okay. Where am I getting... Oh, I've made 120. I didn't ship up 120. Right. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, let's do another scan. Why not? Worst case, I find something I don't like, but I'm not shipping any more of that stuff. Yep, no more. No moss. Not even an option. Get it out of your head. What do we get? Heck, even if it's just rock and sand, I don't care. Like I just want an asteroid. That's a stupid amount of copper. To be absolutely honest, we have iron and sand already figured out. Like we're already getting shipments. This one's a lot less appealing than this one. This one's stupidly good. Yeah. So that's what we'll do. Neat. That's the plan. So I need 8 more shipments.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
I don't even know what you sent. Yep, awesome. 7 more shipments. A new asteroid's been discovered. It looks like a cookie. A new one on accident? Or that was the one? I don't remember seeing those messages before, but that's cool. There's... Yeah, now there's just less and less for me to do, which is fine. I'm glad we got this as a blueprint. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted as a blueprint. The titanium was cute. I guess I don't mind redoing that again. I could always come back to this save and get it again. The nuclear I kind of like the layout, but now I've got so much other nonsense commingled with it. Meh. Go into a creative mode and do it right. If there's a creative mode. Yeah. A low supply of graphite is okay right now. $16. Oof. How many of these are we making? 16 exactly? Okay. We have one more jump here. Man, I'm so excited. Yeah, that might be dope. I might do something like that. For the next season, I don't think I'll even be doing nuclear at all. But that would still be cool. Yeah. If you've got anything that you've uploaded to the COI hub, make sure you post your name or whatever, your link, in the Discord, and I can add it to the pin notes. So if anyone wants to share anyone else's blueprint stuff, we can share each other's prints, we can critique, we can excel, we can learn, we can develop, all that stuff. Okay, we got room for more. So we're not sending people. Because we're not sending people, we shouldn't need to send supplies. Right? I'm gonna leave this be. So the crew will leave in a month, which is what it's gonna take for this thing to get ready anyway. Yep. No, I get that. So I want to see if these guys will just skedaddle. If they skedaddle, great, because then we have limitless crew supplies, because we're not consuming. Cool. Nope, that's perfect. Can I still do stuff? Ugh, you do need a crew. Oh, barf. Well, that's fine. That's actually totally fine. I'm not going to pay for a crew until it's ready. The crew's not required to receive the goods. So I can send another 7 rockets. I'm not sending food. I'm not sending people. And then when I'm ready, we'll send the people, then get the asteroid. So, okay. Cool, cool.
5, 4, 3, 1, liftoff.
We are a third of the way there. So let's see here. 6 more rockets for the asteroid parts. 1 more rocket for the crew. Crew supplies we're not going to have. Like, there's a good chance like our people are going to be like, "Hey man, there's not enough Funyuns up here." And I'll be like, "Yeah, I didn't send Funyuns. You figured it out. Congratulations." I didn't send Funyuns. And that'll be that. Low power. Oh, we have so many solars. What am I doing? Hello, friends. Merp. Yeah, get that going on. Hydrogen fuel station is out of fuel. Onions can't displace too many crumbs. So you have the I'ma eat it in 1 bite challenge. That's where the challenges come in. I'ma eat this in 1 bite challenge. Or what you do is you take the bag and you pop a hole, right? And then you let all the air out of the bag. And you take your hands and you crunch the bag. So you crunch all the Funyuns into a Funyun, not dust, and not really a powder, but little crunchules, we'll call them. Little crunchy bites. And then you slowly open a portion of the bag and you tip the bag into your face and you compress whatever air is left to right into your face. And then no mess, no fouls, chop, 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 chop. Chop, chop, chop. No mess. No mess, no foul. No harm, no foul. Yazanir, I thought I was going somewhere else different. Not gonna lie, that's fine. If the thing is you want to take your chippy doos to space, fine. Just make sure you don't leave a trail. Although, could we use the inside foil of the bag as solar panel additions? Interesting. You hail a bit by accident, spew crunchies all over. Look, I can't solve every problem, alright? I don't even have an engineering degree. What I have is a fungineering degree. Alright? You want to talk levers and pulleys? Cool. Can we also talk about lunch? Because that's slightly more important than whatever problem you got going on. That's where my heart of the cards is at. You want to talk about, oh, it's all about torque and rotational force. Cool. Can we see if I can eat an entire party sub? That's the physics I want to get behind. That's... See? It's fungineering. Oh, boy. I bet you something's gonna something, and I'm like, well, we got save states, so brother, there's literally only one way to find out. Make a mess of things, make a mess of things. Alright. We are so very close. Oh man. I hope we get like a reticle. Like we get to point where this thing goes, right? That's been my entire assumption. This isn't like you click on I'd like a rocket to move a asteroid now, please, and it just is random. Even unusual taste in video games for some with no interest. I didn't say I wasn't interested. I said I was dumb. There's a difference. I think molecular bioengineering is endlessly fascinating. But if you say GATC, I'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? Right? If you want the difference between DNA and RNA, nope. I ain't got it in me. Does that mean I hate it? No, I love the stuff. But I'm just too dumb. There's a difference. There's a stark difference. But I emphasize the fun part of the fungineering. I appreciate that. However, you have not met me in person. Well, this is probably as close as that's going to get. Oh, I'd have to wear pants if we're going to meet in person. Okay, so we're not going to meet in person. I've already decided. You better not launch unless you're launching the parts I want you to launch. You get up there. How much? Oh, man. I really want faster speed, but I'm not going to go download a mod just for faster speed. Come on. 3, 2, 1. We don't need to count down. 7, ampersand, alpha, 2, go, whatever. Is this the Konami code? How do I punch this in to go faster? Yep. Go. Oh, hold on. Nope, I'm following you. Hold on. Oh, it just disappears? Nah. In Factorio, you can watch the rocket go up quite a ways, then it just fades into dark. That is something I've actually really appreciated about this game, is I'm playing Space Age, Factorio 1,000 times, research with some folks in the Megacycle Entertainment Discord server. Lots of fun. But when you're launching rockets and you're trying to maintain like a bit of sanity and trying to figure out what's going where, there's been times I've launched stuff to the wrong platform because I'm doing it manually because at the time we didn't have logistics bots or whatever. I didn't have them ready or whatever. But the thing is, when you launch a rocket, it takes like a semi-reasonable amount of time for the rocket to get to the platform. It's not instantaneous. Here, it's damn near instantaneous. Like the second 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a timer here showing what is inbound to the station, and it's like a 5-second timer. Well, we're on speed 3. It's like a 15-second timer. Still very freaking cool. But I very much appreciate how fast that is. I gotta wait. I might want to adjust sugar again. What do we have a ton of? Veggies, I don't care. What is this? Wheat again? Really? Alright, man. If you say so, I ain't gonna fight you on that. No, I want a wheat to sugar. Sugar, bum, 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 oh, honey. We're maybe like an hour away before I'm doing the summary recap. The final summary recap for the season. I don't know if it's coming across. I am getting a little choked up. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, if we were going to play longer, I'd have to redo Petrochem again. Guess what I'm not going to do? Redo Petrochem. Da-da-da-da! Guess what I'm going to do? None of that shiz. Okay. That'll put us at 200. That means I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more rockets. And one final one for the crew. And we're going to do...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off.
Okay, so I'm still hearing it lift off. So it probably just lost view... now. Yep, it's... I would call that instantaneous. Yeah, in Factorio, and this isn't a negative or positive critique, it's just a critique of two things that are somewhat common, these automation games. And it being like, yeah, when you launch a rocket and it fades from view, it's, I don't know, 20 seconds? Which is still an incredibly reasonable amount of time. But I got me that one of them ADD squirrel brains. When I wake up in the morning, it's go time. Without any stimulants whatsoever. It's go time. I do like me some coffee, not gonna lie. But, like, when it's time to go, it's time to go. Oh, right, I made a water. Yeah! Oh, that's good stuff. No, low power. Do we have more solars? No. This is just going to continue on. So this whole thing, maybe like 3 more rows. Right there, easily. We also have at least, I don't know, a dozen more rows this way. And that would be about the footprint of the original Dealy Dealy. We still have this guy down here, which I'm not going to decommission and move. Yeah. Maybe we talk about the recaps now. Maybe now's the time where we start like going through all the things that we've done and accomplished and learned. And then like we're just launching asteroids at the very end. So while we're just literally waiting for time to get on with it, let's talk about it. So this is the Dragon Tail map. Okay, first of all, if it's your first time joining us, welcome. I'm JohnMegacycle. I play video games. I'm trying to see if you can see it end to end. And not really, but this shows you how much of the land is still untamed. There's still a ton of resources to be had, but this is the overview shot of our base. This is everything. Everything from the forestry, to the solars, to the mining operations still pending, to also our forest reach here. We never really made it to other islands. I never really had too much of a priority to do so. We could have always used this crew to push this out. But we've learned a ton. As you can see from our rail system, you can see that we've come a long way. We've got 1, 2 stations. This one still has diesel as a thing. We went from these 1, 2 stations, 1 loco, and 2 carriages, or 2 cars. We went to 1, 4 trains, and then we went to 1, 6 trains, and then we did 1, 6, 1 trains. We've evolved a lot when it came to trains, methodology, and use. So that was really cool. Building out these far-flung networks to get to resources was far more digestible because of trains. And like I said before, honestly, if you showed me this game again without the trains and without the lifts, I would be like, you know what, this is genuinely strange. This is now, it feels like a core component of the game, even if you don't want to use them. It feels like it's a normal, regular option. Now, it feels like it's very part of the game, right? Some of the bigger projects we had was a rain collector farm, which was cool. That went with our regular farm. This worked out very well. My favorite part of this whole thing were some of the connections we came up with. So this worked out very well. This could have been condensed by 1 more square. I did not do that. But this is my favorite part. We got this into a 3-tile wide setup. So because the lifts, this was really easy. We could have done this without the lifts. But the lifts make it look really good. So this was very copy-pastable. Flat stuff goes on the bottom. Loose stuff goes in the top. And then this feeds all the way down to our farm system. All these farms collect in a very centralized place right here. Hard to see from the trees, but these feed into a balancer. The balancer then splits it into 2 of these sorting lanes, I'd call it. They then remerge on the outside, and then they get re-pushed down. These get pushed down to individualized storages because it's a pain in the ass to alert on multiple things in this game. When we have 2 containers and I say, you tell me if you're full or empty, and you tell me if you're full or empty, we might get 2 notices. Hey, corn is full. Hey, corn is empty. Well, then we have to think about it and be like, okay, we have 5,000 corn because that's what we hold in one container. One is full, one is empty, right?
5, 4, 3, 1,
Just going to let that happen. So to make it even more succinct, I just didn't... These all come to these smaller containers. I then say, are you ever less than 75%? If you are, we've got problems. Whatever's excess gets kicked over to these anaerobic digesters. That makes fuel gas and compost. Super easy. Right? Real simple. There's nothing really to talk about there. This was our nugget factory. I wanted a dedicated nugget factory where we're making all our chicken bits, our meat sausages, our... This also turned into sugar. This also turned into... What is that? Cooking oil. Food packs. This could have used a bit of a cleanup. But I'm pretty happy with how it ended up. Very central. Very integral. Integral? Yeah. Good either way. Let's see here. Trees. This is what kept our power running for very, very long. This was 45 dedicated megawatts of wood chippy power. We did the math. It worked out. Because the CO2 was excess, we were making graphite. We were also doing some chlorine and some salt, I think. But that ended up being its own dedicated deal over here. The volume was insane. We had this system built, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or something. And then I tore it down because I was like, yay, we moved over to hydrogen. We have so much hydrogen. And then we stopped having so much hydrogen. So we need this back up. This is very classic corn to fuel gas to hydrogen. I almost said ethanol. No big deal there. Our town, very cute, very quaint, room for expansion for sure. I liked that we raised it up. It's on like a bit of a fortress kind of a vibe, being raised up like that. So there was more to do, but we're cool with that. What else to talk about? Our chippy production, glass production, general assembly bits, our petrochem. This was our 4th attempt at petrochem in this series. This turns everything into H2. Absolutely everything. Now, we do have ancillary storages. So, for example, ammonia here is going to get full. The second it's full, we start cracking it. I think it's this guy, this electrolyzer. Same thing with fuel gas. We're making fuel gas, and that's what's powering the whole process. Any excess gets stored. When the storage is full, we crack that into hydrogen using all these hydrogen reformers. Diesel, same thing. I wanted 1 bucket of diesel in case something needed diesel. Like our ship, for example, will still need diesel. There's all that. All the CO2 does not get wasted. It gets scrub-a-dubbed or whatever. We rub 2 farts together and bam, you've got graphite. So it's a little extra nice little byproduct I didn't have to fight for. And then gold. And then the aluminum we just rebuilt. Yeah, I needed this much in order to maintain the demands. So that worked well. Titanium kind of got a little bit of a pushback. Didn't really mess with it too much. Nuclear, which was, oh my god, not difficult. Petrochem's more difficult than nuclear. But this was just like, I just needed the thing I need to make the depleted whatevers, to make the things. That's all that was. This was our headquarters drop-off, which we've rebuilt twice? 3 times? Once was for dry sizing. Once again was for 1/6 trains. And then now this is for 1/6s to allow 2 trains. And then also, as we said, shout out to Captain Merrick, who reached out to me. Let's go ahead and get this fixed up real quick. I reached out with a support ticket, and Captain Merrick themselves replied and said, hey, thanks for the thing. Also, and they hit me up with some cool tips on trains we're going to share with you right now once I get this flim-flammed up. Just go ahead and chomp into that. I'm not really super worried about it. Any extra you're going to pull is just going to turn into the bridge anyway. Let's just do that. This doesn't have to be fanciful at all. And that's unleveled. Thank you kindly for that. Blazam. That does that. All right, so back to it. Boop. Nope, here. Captain Merrick said, if you wanted things to run a little smoother, take a look at when your trains are leaving the station and remove the no stop section. Now, for the way in which we've had these junctions, I already talked about this once this stream, and we were shared this yesterday, I think. Intersections always have no stops automatically added. However, I'm going to pause right here because you'll see exactly what I mean. This guy here would not be able to enter the intersection until this guy completely left. But you'll see he'll move lockstep with him, no problem. That cuts down a ton of fiddle faddle. So, I don't know, can I use strong language? Okay. It cuts down a ton of fiddle faddle. Same thing, you just saw it again. Oh no, they're on different lanes, never mind. Dumb. Roundabouts. Oh, so it really helped, and this is going to be a good segue to talk about the mana battery. So right here, if you're going to go down, you're not. So this all would be no pass. I'm going to pause, because this guy would not enter this until this guy completely left the no pass. But no, they're very lockstep now. So that was, again, Captain Merrick. Thanks a ton for that. Appreciate it. That leads me to the 2 wonders that I built. I like to leave wonders like mega projects. Actually, 3 wonders, maybe. The first is the mana battery. This is the mana battery. I called it the mana battery because it reminds me of Magic the Gathering. It's mana we're going to put into an artifact. And we'll just pull that mana out later as we're fighting as we need it, right? So that's the mana battery. I like it because it looks like a battery. You know, or maybe it looks like this looks like a soundboard kind of a thing. It's got a nice visual element for a game that is very analytical numerically. I wanted something visually popping. So we have 2 stops with every bit of the battery. Trains drop off a material if they're going to any mining colonies or trading or remote outposts or whatever. And then we've got another train that's bringing the resources I need back to headquarters. And that's how that works. It's very load, unload, and a bunch of storage. That's all it is. So that's my first wonder that I completed. Everything's built up to the highest level as needed. It's perfect. So you can go and you can figure out how much whatever you have. But what I like is I come here, I see exactly how much of whatever I have, we're done, right? All there is to it. Then the second wonder I built was the forge, or I've been calling it the foundry. I wanted a way to make sure that trains could just come in and out, grab what they need, ship whatever to the headquarters. I built this with a lot of expansion in mind. I'll check. Probably not too much more. None. So I'm just going to finish this summary, and then we're going to go do the thing. Ooh, we need to send a crew. We'll send a crew. So good point. So I'm glad I did this summary before the asteroids, because that bought enough time. The foundry is simple as it taps from the battery, sand, limestone, whatever we need. It gets in, stuff gets done. I was very happy with that. That's the second quote-unquote wonder we built. And the third wonder being, of course, solar. Sticking primarily with solar was a lot of fun. Lessons learned. No, you're great. I'd say like 3 minutes and we'll hit that up. Yeah. Yeah, this is like our third wonder. This is a dumpster amount of resources. Would I do solar again? I would. But one of the things that I have to make mention, if you're new and you're being like, oh, I'll just do solar, it takes a long time for it to come to fruition. It takes a long time. Have it power little extras, little bits. Make it a surplus producer, a surplus consumer. Have it do just little bits here and there. But to get to a real, hey, we're running full solar, it's a big pain in the rump. But it's worth it. And then this is the final part of that wonder. This is effectively taking the excess solar power we're making, bottling it up as steam, and then releasing that steam later as we need it. So that's really it. I think that's the grand tour. Solars and mining and our shipping armada. That's really about the brunt of it. That's the summary of Season 3, really. So, we're going to go ahead and save our game. That is... Oh, let's get a better picture. Where's our ship? Yeah, something like that would be cool. Let's save it. This is going to be Season 3 finale. Boom. Now, who's up for some wanton destruction, yeah? I think I am. I'm thirsty for it. Okay, what do we need? We need crew.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dog.
Cool. Maybe now I should save it. I don't know if anyone's going to know to turn that on. So let's save it back. Hold on. Right about there. Season 3 finale. So now it is at the point I am done playing. Let's see how this whole thing works. I have no idea how this works. I'm hoping we get... Oh, that's such a sweet shot right there. Nah. We'll take a picture of the asteroid wreckage. That'll be the thumbnail for YouTube. Okay. So, we have crew, we have boosters, we have parts. We are going to have a dumpster ton of copper. Are we ready? Here we go. Bring to orbit. Moving to... Oh, shit. Oh, this does take a while. Okay, that's fine. There's a different game I used to play called Planetary Annihilation. If you've ever heard of Supreme Commander or Total Annihilation or anything like that, it's that, but on a planetary scale. Very fun game. Albeit a little clustery, but a lot of fun. Here, just so I don't have to see the air. Oh, you're out. Well, whoever's going to play this is going to have to screw around with the hydrogen shortage. Anyway, one of the things you could do is you could take a planet and put boosters on it. I think they're called Delta 5s. You hook it up with a bunch of Delta 5s. And I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. That's fine, thanks. You hook Delta 5s to it and you build 6 of them? 5 of them? And then what you do is you just launch a planet into another planet. Oh, you have laser defenses? Oh, you have umbrella defenses? Oh, you have an unstoppable land army? Uh-huh. Cool. Guess what I have? I have a planet with your name on it. I have a planet that basically is, in so few words, saying, I don't want to play this game with you anymore. Zenny, you can't have my chair. Just wanted to get up and stretch, okay? Oh. You're so spazzy. Okay, you want to get down? Okay, you can get down. I'm about to launch that thing anyway. Okay, here we go. Very excited. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping we get like a super weapon reticle or something. Okay, so I did say that I want to do something like this. S03FA. Season 3, final, finale, Asteroid. Whatever, so I don't have to wait for that whole thing again. Cool. Ready. Okay. Select landing zone. Oh, sweet sassy. Okay, so we're going to do exactly what I said. We're going to hit open space. It doesn't matter. We're going to hit open space. And we're going to see how it looks. And then we're going to chuck it into a hole. And then we're going to see how it looks. Holy shit. That is huge. There was how much? 500,000 copper in there? You know, to be honest, I'm really happy they didn't try animating all that. Dude, I was born in the 80s. I played text-based role-playing games. I don't need graphics. I need function, and that function's sweet. So I wonder what's going to happen. So, okay, so we did that. Now we're going to do the same thing to a hole. Yeah, I guess maybe a little anticlimactic because it just deletes everything, right? But we'll dump it in a hole now and just see if it's very different. Like, we're just going to reload a bunch of times and see what's what. The game engine's like, you want me to unload all that stuff I just loaded? I hate you. Alright. And now we'll put it in a hole. I already have a hole pre-whatevered. Boop. Boop. Just dump it. Oh, wow. The chunk wasn't even loaded. Oh, that truck didn't die. That's neat. I don't think that made a difference. I don't think that super made a difference, actually. That's a lot of copper. Like, that's copper for a lifetime. For sure. Kazanir, what do you mean by just dump it? Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, good stretch. E. Whoop whoop. Leganto, thank you very much for the follow. Mega Man approves. Doing a cabbage patch. Doing a cabbage patch. Doing a cabbage patch. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All the support helps, absolutely. Whether you're here for just a minute, or 5 minutes, or something like that. That's what you said, just dump it in the hole. Yeah, exactly. So now I want to try a couple more times. I'd like to dump in the ocean. Like, I'd like to also know if it makes a ton of land. So I don't know if it goes at flat level and then up or down, or like I'd like to experiment just a little bit more. But we are going to dump it in our city, so just completely ruin my shipping industry. Sure. I love the parachutes. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Okay, so we've learned a bunch of stuff. It doesn't magically make land, which is what I thought it was doing. It literally designs it or places it or whatever, generates it on the ground that's there. So, if you want to use an asteroid, make sure you put it on land. Interesting. The next test I'd like to do is I'd like to dump it on top of a resource that is already real. Like, the resources are already there. My assumption is that it's going to just delete the land, and that's going to place it. I forgot what Minecraft mod pack had this, but they had nukes. And the way the nukes handled is to reduce lag. They just delete the chunk. They just delete the chunk, whatever's there. It's not going to do explosions or whatever. It's just like, boop, that chunk is gone. That's how that was handled. It was a very clean way to do it, but also very confusing if you didn't know what was what. So where's like some iron? Actually, it doesn't even have to be iron. Okay. This is what? Bauxite? Show is, brother. Show is. Let's see what happens. I want to know if it gets mixed. My assumption is it just gets deleted. Yes, I can. No problem. Okay. So it added to it. A little of it's commingled, but it mostly added on top. I don't think any of the resources got destroyed per se. So it does respect what's there, and it does try to whatever. That looks really cool, though. Looks like a hideous growth. Okay. Could you dump it in the middle of a big 8x8 large grid to see how much space it uses? Absolutely. Can do. Sorter's dream. Yeah, exactly. Dude's not going to be unemployed anytime soon. As long as the sorter doesn't have to sort by taste, I'm sure it won't mind. Could you imagine? Like, the understanding of how mineralogy works, that stuff is, like, formed in veins and lodes and stuff, like, understanding, like, the contextuality of how minerals happen, but having the only scientific capabilities of sorting stuff by taste. Gold pure. How is that gold pure? Tastes that way. So, grid like this? Is this what you mean? Oh, I lost the thing. Okay, how do I do this? So if I click on, yeah. Okay, so we'll just have to think about it. Where's a good corner? It doesn't really matter where I dump it. Just, oh, we don't even see the stuff. Oh. Okay. All right. Where's a corner? We're just gonna pick a corner. Here's how we'll do it. The upper right corner of this ore plant. And I'm just gonna do this so we can see it better. That is the corner of one of these bigum chunks. Right? I think that's what you mean. So, let's see here. Nope, that's the wrong button. Okay, so I'm imagining that this part right here where the dot is the corner, right? So I'm just going to kind of imagine the top outermost circle and the right outermost circle are where the lines would meet. If we cut straight down on the right side and straight left from that. Yeah, let's see. So, blurp and blurp. It's so weird that you can see the half of it. Okay, so now we did that. Great stuff. Grid fog. So it is a 2x2 of the big squares, I would say. Of the big squares, if you scroll all the way out, hit F11, hit F, hit G, it's a 2x2. Yeah. Yep. And I think this is looking weird on this left side because this is lower than this side. But yeah, a 2x2 should be totally fine if you wall it up. Strip mine set. Yeah, no problem. And then do the whole thing. So, two more strikes, and we're calling this a done deal. I want to dump one on the nuclear power plant, which I'm very confident is going to do nothing based on the information we've already received. I'm inferring that it's going to just delete the thing and then whatever. Very similar to what happens when a structure hits water, or water hits a structure, I should say. It just gets poofed. It just gets poofed. Nothing really happens. When water touches a vehicle will finish what it's doing, and then it'll evacuate the area. It just floats out of the thing. But here we go. I did promise we were going to experience the atomics. I cannot get this any more centered. It is just going to kiss the glass. Uh-oh. Ho ho ho! Oh, the ship survived. No! A train collapsed due to bad stuff happening. Dude, all manners of things are going to collapse. Don't mess with me. Okay. So, in the phrase of Marvin the Martian, I was expecting an earth-shattering kaboom. Why was there not an earth-shattering kaboom? Let's check radiation. No. I would have expected it to be here. Landfill pollution's through the roof because I probably agitated all the garbage that was underneath. But no. All the containment got iced? Yeah, the 4 or 5 hazardous material holders just... I'll just wait for February to end, I guess. I want to see if it's... Oh, there you go, a little radiation. Yep. That's not much. Oh, that's actually quite a bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. There's the money. It all woke up. Oh, kaiju attack in 3, 2, 1. Yep, this save is ruined. I want to know if the number keeps going up. How does the radiation... Oh, God, it is. Does the radiation just half-life itself out? Totally fixable, new goal. No, I want to play Factorio. Demon Killer can't reach destination. No! One of the 3 trades I named. This landfill pollution is also pretty devastating because of all the trash that's like 2 or 3 layers down. 68, it looks like it normalized at 68. We're about to do the next asteroid is going to be even more detrimental to human life. Okay, it normalized at 68. So I'm guessing radiation just half-lifes itself out eventually. I don't really know how that works. That's my assumption. I don't really know how that works. I want to see if we can get the entire city in one shot. I think we can. Oh, definitely. Will it hit water? No. Will it mess up literally everything else? Oh, you betcha. Oh, you betcha. Oh, jeez. Shenaniganizing to the nth degree. Alright. Oh, yup, for sure. Dead center. Doink. Doink. That, Yep. Negative 5,780 people. Negative 5,000. So wait, there's some survivors? Are all the ones in trucks the survivors? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. What happens in the game if you run out of people? Oh, we got 99 months of food. That's good. We have 1 health. Recently gained negative 2,991. The game is running a little slower. I just want to see, like, do you get, like, a failure message? Yep, okay. That's another 2,000 cut. We're gonna lose 1465 of the 1410 we have. I like the math. I like the feeling behind it. I'm hoping for a message. It just is like, good job, dumbass. You just did the thing. What happens if you hit the world border? Ooh, let's try it. I didn't think of that. Let's try it. Because I would assume it's the world border, right? Like half of it would happen or whatever. Yeah, we'll give it a go. I want to see this tick down. Everything stops. The trucks don't have workers. The assembly things don't have workers. We're going to probably run out of maintenance. And then it's an unrecoverable death spiral unless you get completely from scratch. You remove absolutely everything into bins using Unity. Oh, wait, we don't have any anymore. Here's your new Game Plus, right? Here's your new Game Plus idea. You research all the things. You get a rocket to get an asteroid. You dump it on your living complex. And then you give that save file to someone else. Here, start over. This is the Megacycle hardcore mode. Have fun. Okay, we're down to 168 people. I don't know what's keeping them alive. But that must be all the vehicle personnel that are just left. Also, I don't know how we have food. I totally destroyed where the food was being kept. I don't know how that's even working. 82 people. It's effectively just halving over and over and over and over again. So now we'll have like 41 people, if that's correct. Yep, it's just gonna half itself until a half of a person gets halved. Is this cannibalism? Is that what's going on? Is that when only half the people are dying? Okay, half the people. Eat the other half of the people. Oh, man. What are we having for dinner? You're having Frank for dinner. You mean hot dogs? No. 19, sure. I was going to half one way or the other. I don't know what happens if you run out of people. Anytime I've ever gotten close, I just go to another thing. Or if I need more workers, just go to the village and hire a bunch of folks. Hey, our power plant is living the dream. Ah, it's over. There's no more people on the island. I wonder what could have done to prevent this. I'll tell you what, dropping a freaking asteroid on top of your living space is usually frowned upon. Can you just keep playing? The game is a little sluggish. Yeah, okay. It's a little sluggish. How is there still health? How do we have a base 10 health? There's no health to be garnered. Okay, anyway, that was fun. The game is very forgiving. Insanely forgiving. Allowing me to play, what was that, like another 8 months? Effectively? But yet we saw the game over message. I've not seen that message before. That's really freaking cool. Alright. What happens if you hit the world border? We are going to do that right now. Anyone else want to see anything? Like, this season is done. So, like, the second we're satisfied dropping stuff on top of other stuff, we're kind of... Oh. I think the game's having a problem unloading all that bullcrap I just threw at it. There we go. If anyone else has an idea, let me know. So let's see here. World border. Okay, so the camera... want to get to the middle. The camera ultimately stops at a point. That's one way we can figure out the border. Another way we can figure out the border is we could take the designations and just go like this. So we could find what it would let us do in terraform or not. I want to... Yeah, thanks. Okay, that might be it. That is absolutely the border. Okay, so I can't do anything past this at all. Though I'm looking at the middle of the camera feels like it's right about here, right? So let's see what happens. Now I won't be able to see it because it's going to be underwater, but we'll see anyway. Okay, so... Why that one? Oh, it's taking the land designations. Maybe? No, it goes down. I'm not sure why it does that. Well, anyway. Okay, it won't let me click off the map. Okay, I have to click inside of the map. Okay, so how far did that go? Okay, so it actually is beyond the border that I can touch. So apparently, if I were to understand, there's the playable border and then the real border, right? So you couldn't even use the whole island worth of copper now. Does that... It kind of... I guess that kind of makes sense. I honestly thought only half was going to generate. I thought I would say, dump it here. It would generate what it could, and then it just ignore the rest of my request, kind of a thing. But I hope that's what you were looking for. It's a nice little island. Dump like 4 or 5 things on it. There you go. Cute little reservation. Cute little place. Anything else? Oh, the battery. Yeah, the battery could use. Hold on. Oh, you want to store some copper? Oh, I'll store you some copper. I'll store you some copper so hard. Isn't that right, Nico? Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. Glad we could do that. Oh, man. How's it going, Fumbles? You alright? Got Nico here on my armrest, so I can only use my right hand to do the rest of this, which is not that big of a deal. Asteroids, yep. Ding. Shading. Okay. Show you how to store some resources. Alright. I think I can get the whole damn battery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. This is dead center. Right about... If I want to include the rail stops. Right about there's dead center. That noise means you know it's good. Oh! It vaporized everything. Yeah. Hey, you want to reduce maintenance? Here's a great way to do that. So did all the stuff in the containers get got? Yep. All the stuff in all the containers got vaporized. When the structure is destroyed, it turns into waste. Yep. All this waste. Yep. It doesn't preserve anything that's inside of a structure. Good to know. For some reason, I noticed dump material goes beyond the playable border. So it's nice to know it will still generate beyond it. Yep. If anything, it's a conversation piece at that point, because you can't really interact with it. Unless you dug under it and forced it to landslide back, but the corner's always going to be water anyway. So NBD. Alright, so there's... let's get one decent shot for the thumbnail. Yeah, I want to get a decent shot with the meteor. And we'll call that there. So what did we do? We did our summary. We did our accolades. We did our thanks. Thank you all. As I always say, I'm super, super thankful for all the support. If you're here for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 12 minutes, or any number in between, or even longer, awesome. Appreciate it. Every view helps. Everything helps. Chatting with me helps. Everything. Oh, cool. Thank you very much. Another follow. Uturunku. I apologize if I mispronounced that. The stench. Thank you. Oh my gosh, everyone. Thank you. Awesome. Does Mega Man show up twice? Yeah, he does. Awesome. All right, that all worked beautifully. Thank you all. Really appreciate it. Like I said, all the support really helps. Best guess I've heard yet. Yay! I'm in the best guess category. I'm gonna call up my ma later. You ain't gonna believe this, ma. I'm in the best guess category. Right here would be just phenomenal. It loads like Minecraft too, chunk by chunk like that. That's beautiful. That's our pick. That's our get out of there. Nope. Get out of there. Nope. Get out of there. There we go. All right, that's our guy. That's our pick for the final for YouTube and everything. So, hey! Well, I think I said Alchemechanist. It is very spicy. I guess, yeah, I gotta hear it one time, and then I'm locked in. If Naven is still around, I butchered their name a whole mess. It took us, like, I don't know, 5 good minutes. Yay! So this is it. Kazanir, are you... If you're still here, are you streaming? I'd like to raid you. We'll give him a minute. No, babe, I said you were awesome. Don't worry about it. Yeah. If Kazanir's here, awesome. We'll raid them. If not, I don't see anyone else playing Captive Industry right now. So here's the plan. We're going to effectively see my outro. I'm going to stop the stream because this is going to be, you know, a single video for YouTube. Kazanir, are you streaming in the next soonish? I'd like to raid you if you were gonna, but if not, that's totally fine. Let's see what they say first. I'm not in a rush. Oh, big stretch. Oh my gosh. That's a perfect shot. I'm gonna get the screenshot right now. Nope. Get out of there. Just sorting doggos. Stream is fired up. Cool. So here's how this is gonna go down for those that are here. We're gonna go raid Kazanir right now. I'm gonna disappear for about, I'd say 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna freshen up and then I'm gonna restart my stream. We're gonna play our Factorio Warptorio. But we're gonna go ahead and raid Kazanir. If you haven't seen Kazanir, let me just talk for like 2 minutes while they get set up. Kazanir has taken the whole logistics trucks thing to the nth degree. They've done a very good job organizing their base, and this is what I was saying before. The cool thing is, having so many different people playing the same game, you see different tastes and likes and interests when it comes to how to solve a similar problem, right? When it comes to logistics, I've taken a train truck approach. Kazanir has taken a train truck approach as well, but they've again used the logistical zones to isolate trucks from being too overutilized. It's actually super cool. I recommend them. I've checked out their streams several times. We've raided them a bunch. So, like I said, we're going to see my outro. We're going to raid them. I'm going to disappear. I'll come back in about 20 minutes. We'll do some Factorio stuff. But yeah, check them out. So let's do this. Thank you again, everyone, for your time, your support, your consideration. My name is JohnMegacycle, and hope to catch you all next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.